Hello and welcome to part 7 of this Last of Us Remake PS5 grounded speedrun tutorial. Yeah, almost done. This video is going to go over the entirety of Winter. So let's get going. Winter overall is my favorite chapter personally. I would say overall in Remake, it's quite a bit harder compared to the original. So I would say almost every area in Winter in Remake is harder than the original, but I still enjoy this chapter very much. It's like, we're almost done, you know? We're so close. One thing that is a lot easier, though, is the deer. Thankfully, it's significantly easier. Now again, personally, I do this with the old reticle, all right? The original game reticle with the line, okay?
Where'd you go? Gotcha. Got you. Crap, he's fast.
And then chase it down. Okay. Now for this first shot.
Where'd you go?
All you gotta do, here, when you step over the twig, the camera points towards the deer, and you lose control of it. Here, look, see?
Where'd you go?
Doesn't matter. You still control Ellie, though, the entire time. So what you want to do is when you step over the twig, you want to keep moving the camera left and running in between these two trees right there.
Where'd you go?
Just run in between them like they're like it's a field goal or something. And then as soon as you gain control of the camera again, aim, and when the line or the bottom of the reticle reaches the top of that hill right there, any far over you'll aim over, any short you can under aim it a little bit, but try and like it's one of those things. The timing is like this: you gain control of the camera, you go high, and then fire. Now you want the camera pointed up as well, not too high, but yeah. And then when the reticle reaches the top, you let go, and it hits them every time. Watch. Run in between those two trees, keep the right stick held left, aim up, fire. Boom.
Got you.
It really is just that simple. It's harder to do. It's harder to notice if you got it if you use the other reticle. I don't even know if it would work. Where would that be? It'd be under HUD. This isn't. You can put it to whatever you want, but I don't know how you would do this.
Where'd you go?
Well, it goes farther, that's for sure. Yeah, I've noticed that the arrows here go further, but there's no way to know if you're going to hit it or not. I highly recommend you put it on this for this one. Turn the camera, aim high, boom. Right around when the reticle, the end of the reticle reaches the top of the little hill. Now, if you don't have the camera pointed up,
Where'd you go?
you got to aim it longer, and then it misses. So even though if you aim higher, the arrow isn't going to release as quickly. It's not going to go as fast, but it really doesn't matter whether you have it pointed up slightly
Where'd you go?
or just a little bit. Here, look, slightly up. It works. Barely got him. If you have the camera pointed up a lot,
Where'd you go?
here, I'll move it up a lot. All right, that one I definitely undershot. You want it somewhere in between. Not too low, but not too high. But you can still maybe get away with it. Here, that's way too high, but it still hit him, right? So somewhere in between. Not too low, not too high, because then it just gets complicated. Somewhere in between. You sprint forward, keep running between those trees, have the camera pointed left. As soon as it moves, aim, boom, boom.
Gotcha.
And you have the entire horizontal part of the deer. You have the head to the tail. And then that's that. All right, let's focus on the second shot.
Where'd you go? Got you.
The strategy is you want to stop when the deer stops, because if you keep going,
Shit.
he'll move again. So when the deer stops, you stop. That will actually keep him still. If you stop moving too early... See, this shot's so easy. I'll never miss this shot. If you stop moving too early, you're going to get a moving target. See? And the deer will, like, go behind the tree, and then...
Got you. Crap.
So, the timing for this... When the deer... Look for where the deer stops. The deer always stops in the same spot, okay?
Got you.
The deer always stops in the same spot. So here, I'm just going to look at him. To the left of that tree, I'm pretty sure. Right there. To the left of that tree.
Got.
To the left of that tree. So you saw, if you sprint too far, not too far, if you sprint for too long, he takes off. If you stop your sprint too early, he limps forward and gets behind the tree, kind of hard to shoot. There's a specific timing to stop, so he does both. So he just stops moving but doesn't run away. It's pretty much you sprint a little bit after he stops, so right about there. Nope. No, I did it right. All right. The awareness indicators are going to play some tricks on you. One thing you can also look for, and something I'm noticing too, okay. When you get on the... Where are we? All right, the deer would be over there. When you get up to about here, basically when you're clear of him, you do that. You'll get the timing down.
Where'd you go?
Try and ignore the awareness indicators here. I could probably turn them off, but whatever.
Got you.
So if you time it all right, so right about there, see how he's not moving, but he's not running away?
Easy.
And he'll be like that for a long, long time. He's just not moving. See that? He's not walking forward. He's not running away. Timing it right here gives you a still shot. Timing your own sprint movements can grant you a clear shot.
Gotcha.
I will never miss that shot, okay? So right about there. And then get him and go.
Got you. Crap, he's fast.
Now there's one more thing to this. You cannot move. You cannot move until the arrow hits the deer. I'll show you. This is important.
Where'd you go?
You can move there because he's running away, but for this shot right here, you cannot move until the arrow hits the deer. So watch this.
Crap.
See that? Crap. Even though it hit him, it didn't actually hit him. So we got to chase him again. Isn't that interesting? We hit him. You heard it. He made the monkey noise. Sounds more like a monkey than a deer. But, yeah, it didn't count. So it takes a little muscle memory to get this down, but...
Where'd you go?
I always say this second shot is harder than the first, because, you know, you get that down, you know, you got it. There's a specific timing with this stopping right here. That's good. And then
Gotcha.
you can't move again until the arrow is just about to hit him. And that's pretty much it. He will run in the direction of up the hill. I'll do that all one more time, but that's pretty much it.
Where'd you go?
Run in between. As soon as you can turn the camera, aim high. Reticle reaches top of the hill. Got him. Keep sprint held down. Right, start aiming right around there. And then don't move until it hits him.
Crap, he's fast.
And that's the deer. Now, coming up here, we're going to lose our sprint when we reach an incline, so you want to let go of sprint once and then hold it back down. That'll take us to where the fence that you leap over. And we want to leap over that in a jogging animation, because when you get too close to the deer, the game takes away your sprint, so you have to do a jogging leap anyway. So yeah, and then, well, it's just this. Okay, we can sprint all the way up to about right here past the tree. So let go of sprint for a second, hold it back down. Then when you get close to this fence, you'll lose your sprint because you're close to the deer. So do a leap over jogging. Hold sprint right before you land, and then we can just keep running this way. Pretty simple. And then we're going to get tired sprint, but that's okay. We're just going to keep going. Not enough room to refill it. You're going to jump. As Ellie starts to fall, there's another checkpoint. 5:58:14. Just as she's about to fall. Right there? Yep, right about there. 26. We restart checkpoint. It puts us down on the ground, and it refills our sprint. So restart checkpoint there.
Oh, great.
Boom.
Everything's cool. This place is not creepy at all.
We're going to go here. Skip cutscene. And skip cutscene, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to change the reticle to the circle. Circle that we all know and love from the original. Up until now, it's been personal preference, but I'm going to change it to the circle here for one reason, and I will show you what that is. Let me just go to the point of a checkpoint.
Keep them out. Let's hope they don't find it. Cover the windows.
Okay.
All right, there's a checkpoint right there. The fight behaves the same, going from the deer versus doing it from a restart encounter. So I'm going to overwrite this. Before I show you how to do the fight, let me just show you why I changed the reticle. Look at the size of the circle and how long it stays really big. Watch this. See how long it stays really big? Notice, you know, you fire the rifle and Ellie has to do the bolt thing. The circle stays really big. So when you fire, even when you're moving and standing, it's very, 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 very small. But then you fire, it gets like that, and it stays that way while she's doing the reloading and then goes back to a small circle. So the whole time, it's doing this.
Cover the windows.
Like, look how big the circle gets. If you have it on a dot, guess what?
Cover the windows.
It's still just a dot. But the actual reticle is doing that huge go out, go in, go out. I think it's a plume or something, or a bloom, whatever the actual terminology is for it. But yeah, even though it's just a dot, what it's actually doing is still that big out, in, out, in. It's almost like a breath. So that's why I put it on here. Because it's most severe with the rifle. That circle can get really, really big. All right? So that's the main reason I put it on here. Again, even though it's a dot, it's still doing the large circle, go back in, large circle, go back in. If you have a dot, you don't know exactly if it's a small circle or a big one. Especially if you're firing quickly. And I have like the perfect example to show you. Give me 1 second. All right, found what I was looking for. Just, my goodness. Watch this. So this is old. This is from like 2 years ago. I didn't quite understand it at the time. Watch this. Can you believe that? I'll time it better. It's a little bit harder to time on Twitch. Right there. That's right before I fired. That missed. We're not going for headshots, we're just going for body shots. That missed because the circle was huge. And then, like, a few minutes later, it happened again. And it was even worse. Look at this. It just fucking misses. Look at that. It just misses. And it's because even though it's on a dot, the circle, I was moving and I fired very early. It, yeah, I think you get it. When you're using Ellie's rifle specifically, you want to see what the reticle is doing, okay? Just because it's on a dot doesn't mean that's where the reticle's going. You can get away with it like every other spot, but not here. So, yeah. Okay.
Cover the windows.
Okay.
And you see, even when I'm walking and moving around, the reticle's still pretty small. And you'll see it's slightly, not a lot, but slightly smaller. When I'm crouching versus standing. Slightly. Hold on. Let me see that again.
Cover the windows.
Okay.
Not a lot. Not a lot. I'll make a separate video about this, but on PC, the reticle is actually significantly smaller when you're crouching compared to standing. Here on PS5, it's only a little bit smaller. Basically, if you want to get shots like this versus like this, it's not that much of a difference. Pretty much no matter what, the reticle is very small, okay? It gets really big if you try and, like, mash fire. That's where you don't want to do it. Okay.
Cover the windows.
Okay.
Let's actually do this fight. I do this crouching because not only smaller reticle, but the boards are blocking you.
Make every shot count now.
I've done this before.
Infected inside.
Damn it, where is he?
You weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing
Okay.
than I am.
The reason I did all of that, I tried to get... You need to get him close to this green shelf. But, yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Help me with this thing. Don't let him come in through the windows. More infected on this side. Big time. They must have followed you.
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
Doesn't matter. Stuck in this together. Where are you going, kid? Keep it up, kid.
That was a good fight. Minus, one thing. When you're killing this first group of enemies, you need to push David close to this shelf to get him. So what I do there, first things first, is I sprint over here to get him here, and then I start taking out enemies. So, yeah, most of these platforms, you're going to want to get them crouched, not only for the slightly smaller reticle, but because the boards are in your way. So the first thing you do that,
I've done this before.
and that. Okay? I shouldn't need to explain that too much. In that order as they show up. You want to do it quickly, because I think killing the second one is what makes the runners behind you start spawning in, so you want to get the second one quickly. Then reload. Sprint over here to get David closer to the shelf. Kill this one when it's indoors, because this one drops ammo for you. You can also do that for this one, I think. But it loses time, so I recommend just boom. And then kill that one. David, just...
You weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing than I am.
So yeah, pretty much kill these guys. And then you want to sprint over here, because that gets David to follow you. And then get over here, boom, 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 and then hopefully, if David sometimes tries to run this way, so what you want to do, he went over there that time, but you want to push him. You want to push him. Also, there's a triangle prompt right here. You don't have to hit it. It's optional. It's just for cinematic purposes. Pushing the shelf closer doesn't really do anything anyway. Yeah, and then 2 enemies are going to show up right here. We're going to arrow both of them. I'll go back to the beginning just to show all that off up until
Cover
there.
the windows.
Okay.
Make every shot count.
I've done this before.
All right, David's over here, so we're going to sprint over here. Reload the whole thing. And then 1. Boom. Boom. Now we're going to push him.
You weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing than I am.
See that? That was really, really nice. If I didn't do that, he would be over there. Okay? He wants to run over there. All right, so we got 3 rifle.
Help me with this thing.
And we're going to use an arrow on this one. So I crouch, aim forward, I get him, and then I get him. Doesn't really matter how fast you get him. It doesn't matter if you get those arrows back. And then I actually think you can shoot through these boards, but I don't take a chance. I just make sure I hit these shots. Okay, so this runner's going to come in running this way, go right and then left. The second runner, same thing, and then the third one. And then David, because we're at 0 for the first time, is going to give us... he's going to give us... 6 rifle bullets of his own. Okay?
Don't let him come in through the windows.
I basically wait for this runner to turn back left.
More infected
Then I
on
get this
side.
one. And then this
They must
one.
have followed you.
And then we're going to wait.
Followed you and your friend.
David's going to give us 6.
Doesn't matter. I'm stuck in this together.
Now, what we do right here, this is hard to explain. I'll do this multiple times so I can probably get it to show off once. I talked about in the upside down shooting trap at Bill's, there's a reloading glitch in this game where you go to reload the entire magazine. That doesn't apply in this case, but you go to reload the entire gun. In this case, this rifle holds 3 bullets at a time, even if you have more. So it's 1, 2, 3. Sometimes, for no reason at all, the game will do this. You want to reload the whole thing, it'll go... and it just does 1 at a time. It's really, really frustrating. So the way I avoid that from happening here is David gives me 6. I reload 1 at a time for the first 3 shots here. And then after I've fired 3 shots, I have 3 bullets left. I reload, and Ellie will reload the whole thing almost 100% of the time. So how do you cancel? How do you purposefully make it so you reload 1 bullet at a time? It's the same thing as the upside down shooting. When the reload starts, aim. Okay? That cancels the reload. So she does the aim. She'll put 1 bullet in and do nothing else. Okay? That's what I'm doing here. I do that for the clicker. This runner, 1 more bullet, and then this clicker. And then I reload the entire thing, like so. So I get 1 here. I let David deal with another. I get him, and then him. Now it's not enough to just, flick the string, and then that's it. You do need to pull it a certain ways back for it to be a kill. As soon as that last runner is killed, it goes from checkpoint and encounter to just checkpoint. That's when you do a restart checkpoint, and then it triggers that in right away. But yeah, there's not much to it. If you miss a shot, swap to arrows, because arrows aren't as valuable here as rifle ammo is. So, yeah, we'll do that a few more times. That's really all there is to mention. But I'll show off the reloading part, because I'm sure I can get it to happen. So I'm going to try and, intentionally screw up.
Cover the windows.
Yeah, we start with 8 here, which is interesting. To my knowledge, the game will only give you rifle ammo when you're at 1 or 0. Sometimes it's 0, sometimes it's 1. We really only pick up 1 rifle bullet in this entire fight, and that's after we kill... what is it? I think we kill the 4th one. Yeah, that logic, now that I think about it, doesn't really seem to apply to this first encounter. That might apply to this, like, the next part of Coal Mine Fight. But yeah, when we kill the first runner after we turn around right here, which I believe is the 4th infected, that one drops ammo, okay? So, yeah. Boom.
Make every shot count now.
Boom.
I've done this before.
Boom. All right, let's bring David over here. She reloads the whole thing.
We got infected inside.
For some reason, that one drops ammo. Oop. Boom. Boom. And then I'm pushing David.
You weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing than
Nice.
I am. Give me a hand.
Yeah, for some reason, this one drops ammo when you're at 4. I don't quite understand it, but yeah. And then here, get your bow ready. You won't get the reloading glitch right away. Get that one. And then that one. Take your time on those shots. You're not in a rush. Okay, so when David gives me 6, I'm going to try and reload the whole
And
thing.
coming through the windows.
Boom.
More infected on this side.
Boom.
Big pack. They must have followed you.
Boom.
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
There we
Doesn't
go.
matter.
Boom.
We're stuck in this together.
2, 3. And then... Alright, here we go. Did you see it? You saw it. That's what I mean. I don't understand it. But as you can see right there, it's a lot worse to get the reloading glitch during that last stretch of enemies compared to anywhere earlier than that. I'll even show it perfectly right here. There's 1 bullet left. David gives me the ammo. I reload the whole thing.
Doesn't matter.
1, 2, 3. I use 3. And then I reload the whole thing again. And she only does 1. I don't understand it. It happens with Joel's revolver, and it happens with Joel's shotgun as well. It won't happen with a pistol because that's an entire magazine, but it won't happen with the El Diablo or bow either because that's just 1 bullet at a time. But it happens with... It's pretty much with any gun where you have to reload each bullet individually. That can happen. Surprisingly, on PC, that is fixed in every single way. That will never happen on PC. But on console, it does. I don't know. So... Sorry, I can only rewind 10 seconds at a time. After I fire this bullet, I'm mashing. And I want all 3 bullets reloaded, but she decides to do 2 at a time. And then as you can see right here, you don't want that reload thing to happen here because the runners are aggressive, most aggressive in this part. So yes, I avoid that happening. When David gives me the 6, I fire 1 bullet at a time. And it works because, as you probably noticed, that clicker that comes through the window, the clickers don't knock down the boards. They just climb right in through the window. That clicker is difficult to hit when it's just walking. But when it's climbing in through the window, it's a little bit easier to hit your shot there. By slowing down the reloading when I have 6 bullets right away, like killing them 1 at a time instead of reloading 3, the clicker moves ahead a certain distance so that it's easier to hit them. And then I reload all 3 after that. So let's go back.
Cover the windows.
Okay.
We'll do this from here. Boom.
Make every shot count.
I've done this before.
Boom. Let's get David over here. And let's get behind him. Boom. Boom. Alright, David's gonna go over there just because.
You weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing than I am.
There's the 1 bullet that she always drops. Make sure this thing's reloaded. You should have 3. We're gonna use arrows on these guys.
Help me with this thing.
Again, crouch, because otherwise, boom. And take your time with these shots, okay? They don't have to be done super fast. I think these enemies will spawn in at the same time no matter what.
Let them come in through the windows.
And then it's This
More
one,
infected on this side.
this one,
They must have followed you.
and that
Maybe
one.
they followed you and your
Now, one
friend.
at a time. Once she starts reloading, I'm gonna aim.
Stuck in this together.
And that forces the game to do one at a time. 1, 2. Now I'm gonna reload the whole thing and get behind David. 2, 3. See, David will kill one himself, and then do that. And then the very moment the arrow hits him, restart checkpoint. So yeah, David isn't scripted to kill one of these guys, but so basically what you do is you get here, you kill the clicker, get behind David, right around here, reloading the rifle. And then it's kill one of these runners yourself. This one will run up this way, you get him, and then you use one rifle bullet on him. Now, standing right here, if David doesn't kill one of the runners himself, but he's still running forward, David will punch him out, okay? And the worst thing that can happen is you can play it safe and rifle that runner and then use 2 arrows on the window. It's faster for David to do something. It's faster for David to do something, but I gotta say, he's not 100%.
Okay.
So if you want complete control over this area, I'll show you what you can do instead. Here, I'll do this like 2 more times.
Make every shot count now.
I've done this before.
I'm gonna go over here, get behind David.
We got infected
Boom.
inside.
Boom. Boom.
You weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing than
Do
I
that,
am.
you just want to keep them right here. This will determine if you get a gold split here or not. Okay?
Help me with this thing.
Aim high on that one, because the reticle's the same color as the snow, so it's hard to see. But, yeah.
Don't let him come in through the windows.
Yeah, David can lose you a lot of time on that green shelf there.
Yeah, just keep doing that.
All right, now we're going to reload 1 bullet at a time. Aim. Aim. Reload, and then aim. Now get behind David and reload the whole thing. Boom. Boom.
Way to go, kid.
Boom. Right there. That's something that you can do, okay? Arrows aren't, again, they're not as valuable compared to the original. They're not super valuable here. Rifle ammo is very important. Is way more important. So if you want more control of the area and you don't want to rely on David doing something, and that's one of my golden rules, don't rely on your companions to do anything if it's unscripted. Okay? But I will still give David a chance. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with doing that. It's just a little bit slower and it does waste an arrow. If you have to improvise later and use an arrow, you could be in trouble. But yeah, I prefer David to help me there. So we'll do this one more time. And did you ever think this fight could be that easy? Because it kind of is. If you miss a shot, you could be in a little trouble. Arrows are good if you like end up missing a shot. Okay? Alright, David's over there. Yeah, get him. We just do that running to bait him over a bit. So it's more important to like get David to that green shelf than it is to try and kill these enemies as fast as you can. We went so fast, he didn't even go, give me a hand with this. It's more important to get David to that green shelf than it is to like kill the enemies as fast as you can. Okay.
Don't let him come in through the windows.
1, 2,
Keep it up, kid.
3.
Here's some more bullets.
Okay. Reload. Aim. Reload. Aim. Reload. Aim. And then reload the whole thing. And then 1,
this shot.
I'm gonna let David. See that? See that? Isn't that nice? You can rely on him a little bit. If he's not gonna kill that runner, he's going to punch it out himself. And remember, keep the camera on him so he does it in 3 or 4 punches. But yeah, that's a perfect example of... because what ends up happening is you end up using a rifle on the second to last one, and then swap to an arrow. It's faster than using 2 arrows, and the arrow is... having an extra arrow might help you with some improvisation later if something goes wrong. So, yeah, that was perfect. You saw David can either shoot and kill one of the runners in the window, or it can... he'll punch it out as it gets closer to you, which is why you want to be close to him. Get behind him, because you don't want to be in front of him, because then his shots are going to get blocked. And also, you probably noticed it. The clicker, I killed the clicker really early. What ended up happening was this shot ended up being more difficult with the rifle because the boards were still up. So I recommend wait until the clicker breaks through the window before you fire. That way, if you aim at the clicker and you hit the boards, it's going to hit the boards and not the clicker, okay? So, yeah, I like to time my bullet so that it hits the clicker after he breaks through the window, but still, like, falling into the area. Okay. I won't redo that. That's pretty much it. But yeah. Did you ever think this fight could be so easy? Well, it is. Okay. Restart checkpoint. The very moment that runner dies...
We're getting out of this
and
room.
you begin this right away. You want the...
All right, this way.
Hang to the left because those hands can hurt you. All right here, you have to hurt the clicker. You don't have to kill it. See? If I had the string pulled back for like 1/10 of a second more, it would have killed it. All you have to do is hurt it. And then that happens, okay? Killing it is a tiny bit faster because then the shelf never stops. But, yeah, you just have to hurt it. And it's okay to waste the arrow, okay? Okay, right here, it's pretty much as soon as David starts talking, but we use this, as we've been doing. 640. As soon as his animation changes, right there? Yeah, right about there. You'll see him, like, put his guard down for a second. A little bit after that is when the checkpoint hits. So, restart checkpoint.
Okay.
It speeds things up quite a bit. We can't get ahead of him. It's impossible.
Never set foot.
It's not like the original. You gotta just run behind him.
It's clear.
Use this moment to
This way.
make sure the rifle's reloaded. Now you have to leave there with 0 rifle bullets. You have to leave that first enemy encounter with 0 rifle bullets, because when you get when David helps you into the room and he's closing the shelf, you didn't see it and there was no indication, but he gave you 3 bullets. It's just like the original. Because if you have the reason the game does that is because if you have no arrows, the clicker will, and you don't injure that clicker that's trying to get into the room, the clicker will just barge in and kill you, okay? So like I said, you have to. It's not up for debate. You have to injure it. And if you have 0 pistols, 0 arrows, and 0 rifle, the game's just like, well, let's give her something. Okay, so if you have 1 rifle bullet, the game gives you nothing. So you have to enter with 0 rifle. All right.
How you holding
And then
up?
you reload that
You
here.
don't need to worry about me.
All right. Stay close.
Man, we move slow here. That's all right.
Hey, kid, you all right?
I'm fine.
More clickers. Get out of there!
Okay. This part. Yeah, that's about it. It's simple, but you gotta watch out. Okay, so the movement is sprint left, then forward, run into this thing, her momentum will take her forward, crouch, pick up a bottle that's right there. Now this ladder is not like sewers. Once you make it about halfway up, you're safe, okay? I know it looks like it's cutting it close, but you're actually okay. And what's funny, I believe right here, if you restart checkpoint... Oh, no, it's a little bit later. But, I think in the original there was a checkpoint, like, as soon as she got to the top of the ladder. But, yeah. Visually, it's always going to look like that clicker got really close to you when you're climbing the ladder. You have a lot more room to work with than you think, okay? So don't worry about climbing the ladder. Now, what else can happen with this strategy? So you crouch, you get the bottle. It looks scary, but you're perfectly safe. Oh, right there. Yeah, that's when that's where the checkpoint happens. It's at the... You're still on the ladder, but the checkpoint actually happens at the top. We're not going to use that checkpoint because it's actually slower because there's a clicker in front of us. But, yeah, going from encounter to non-encounter as far as the game is concerned is not faster there. So we don't use the restart checkpoint there. I just want to do this a few more times. Something that can happen, you saw we crouch, we pick up the bottle, and when we pick it up, it's in our hands. We don't want to do a weapon swap because we want to use that bottle there. Something that can happen. Basically, the clickers, once you pick up the bottle there, are random. And sometimes there is a clicker in your way, okay? So after you pick up the bottle, you don't want to sprint, okay? You want to make sure you know where the clickers are. Once you know where they are, that's when you want to sprint. Because if there is a clicker in front of you and you decide to sprint early, it's never going to be visible enough for you to hit him. So yeah, you sprint the whole time. You bonk into that wall, but your momentum is still going forward. There's no lost animation because of it. So then crouch, get the bottle. All right, sometimes he's right here, okay? That's what I'm trying to get across. It's not happening, but just know. Just know. Oh, man. I tried to show that we were safe the whole time, but I stopped climbing. If you keep climbing the whole way, okay? Pretend that didn't happen. If you wait too long, obviously that'll happen, but that's what I was trying to show. See that? That right there is what I was trying to show off. Now, could you imagine if I sprinted as soon as I picked up the bottle? He would have stopped moving and then started his pursuit towards me when he was still behind the wall there. There's no way I would have hit him. So I basically look for him to not be there. I'm also listening. And then when I realize he's not there, that's when I start going. But yeah, that's what I was trying to show off. There is a chance he can be there. And if you start sprinting right after picking up the bottle, you're never going to be able to tell if he's there or not. Crouch, pick it up. There he is. And we go. It's okay to enter this next part without a bottle. We actually don't end up using a brick or bottle for the entirety of the next fight. And if you did use a bottle, we do have to bottle a clicker out of our way. Yeah, we do have to bottle a clicker out of our way when David boosts us up. But there's a brick in our way, so we don't... I mean, you have to use a bottle here, okay? You don't, an arrow with the string pulled all the way back isn't enough to kill a clicker unless it's a headshot. And, yeah, you can kill a clicker with a headshot from an arrow, but the string has to be pulled really far back. You saw before, it didn't kill the clicker because the string needed to be pulled back further. And we need all the rifle ammo we can get for the next part, so... Yeah, bricks and bottles, like, from here and the next part are your friends. But yeah. We'll move on. Just keep climbing. You're safe. You're safe. Okay. Now, this one's kind of funny. Watch this. The very moment this clicker is shot in the head, David fires 2 bullets at it. One in the body and then one at the head, like, back to back. The very moment the clicker's shot in the head, that's actually a checkpoint. So 60231. All right, not precisely. That should be good. Yeah, right there. All right, there's a checkpoint. Restart checkpoint. This skips a lot. So the very moment the clicker is shot in the head, use the load file to check. Restart checkpoint. And it skips the whole, like, David's normally supposed to walk over here, say something, still be right here, and then turn around, but it skips the dialogue and he's immediately, like, over here. It saves so much time. So that's one you really want to do.
That was so close. We need to get up there.
Okay, the game wants you to hit L3 to look at the ladder.
That ladder could work.
You don't have to hit L3. You just
Here. Come here. Boost me up.
go right here and
Okay, ready?
hit triangle. Let me make a file here. Because this strategy actually isn't as easy as you might think.
You be quick. Keep a lookout for those.
I know.
So this is as fast as you can move here, but sprint is still being drained. So yeah, that is the main reason why most of the time I will go around this way.
Yeah, it's okay.
Now you don't want to kill the clicker because then you lose your sprint, and it's kind of dumb. This is as fast as you can move here. But let's say hypothetically you don't have a bottle. The brick is right there, so you would do a weapon swap. And then use it on him right there. And yeah, you're not really able to tell if you can get around to his right or his left. So that's something you just need to look and see. That one, obviously, I would have benefited more going around to his left. It's like these passageways are wide, but they're not wide enough for a clicker and Ellie. And also, yeah, when you're doing this, just know your sprint is being drained. So I like to pick up the brick there and then hold down sprint again. I don't like to let go of sprint as I throw and then hold it back down, because if you hold sprint the whole time, you'll be tired sprinting your way to the ladder. So you can do that. I think we can just hit triangle right here. All right, yeah, we'll go from here.
Come here. Boost me up.
So yeah, I like to let go of sprint when I round the corner. That'll give her enough for the ladder. Yeah, there's actually more to this part than you would think.
You be quick.
Yeah, just go up.
Keep a lookout for those.
We don't need to pick up that brick. But watch, if I'm hold sprint the whole time, I'll run around. She's got tired sprint right here. See that?
Alright.
And I don't really like that. So when I get around that corner, I usually do a quick little let go, then hold back down kind of thing.
Here you go.
Now right here is kind of important. You don't want to make noise. The game, as long as the ladder's there, the game prevents you from falling off the ledge. However, if you make noise, the clicker's going to be very aggressive and very fast. Sorry, hold on. Like I said, you basically don't want to alert the clicker at all because they're just very, very fast, okay? So when you drop the ladder, just keep holding forward. It defaults to your crouch animation so you don't make noise. And yeah, the clicker will never know where you are as long as you just play this part quietly, okay? Very important. Right. Putting all of that together.
Come here. Boost me up.
Okay, ready?
We end up with
Be
this.
quick. Keep a lookout for those things.
I know.
Yeah, I'll run around.
Alright.
Just triangle.
Here you go.
So then I just do this.
Come on.
Ellie's crouched. She falls off. And just stay quiet. Okay? Just stay quiet. See that? And you also can't climb the ladder right away until you can't even begin to climb the ladder until David's already at the top. So just, just shh, stay quiet. I'll do this one more time, but I'll do it without the bottle. Just to show you the timing for it all.
Here. Come here. Boost me up.
Okay, ready? You be quick. Keep a lookout for those things.
So we're going to pick up the brick with a weapon swap. I'm going to slow down as well. Boom. I'm going to try and get around to his right. Yeah, there was a little bit more room there. Whether or not there's enough room there to his right, that's...
Here you go.
Come on.
That's...
All right, look out.
See if you can visualize it, if it's good enough. Then just stay quiet.
Come on.
And then climb. All right, when you get to the top right here, there's a checkpoint, and it's a beneficial one. So 60406, right about there, and a little further. A little further. Come on. There we go, right there. So when her arms are like this. Checkpoint, restart checkpoint. She's at the top of the ladder and right in front of the door. Okay. Next coal mine fight.
Here.
I'm gonna do it perfectly, and then I'll explain it. There's a lot to this fight.
Yeah, no shit.
Keep your eyes open for anything we can use.
See anything?
It's a dead end. Where on earth could they use this one?
So what do we do?
We hold our ground.
Is there any other choice?
We die.
Right.
Get ready.
So in this area, the enemies will almost always drop ammo if you're at 1 or less. Always. Like 100% of the time. And as long as there's no other ammo to pick up in here.
I know. Up ahead.
You can still get the reloading glitch here. Like I just got it right there.
We're doing fine, kid. Here come more.
How many of these things are there?
I have no idea. Just keep at it.
It's a bloater!
What?
One of those big fucking guys!
What? There we go. Okay, that was supposed to kill him. And then you want to run down here,
Hey, kid.
and you're good.
Yeah?
You know, I think we did it.
You have to wait until they're done talking.
Oh, don't sound so disappointed.
More like disbelief. If you leave here without a brick or bottle, there are free ones, like, right here. Okay. That was kind of weird. What happened? I arrowed him. 2 nail bombs. I mollied him. What was it again? Hold on. He was supposed to die instantly. Maybe the string wasn't pulled all the way back. That might have been it. So boom. 2 mollies. And then a rifle as he's falling, and that should have killed him. But yeah, besides that, that was pretty much perfect. Yeah, I don't think the string was pulled all the way back. That's important there. So yeah. Okay. Let's start off with what I think is still one of the most cool details in this entire area. The optional dialogue prompt. So if you don't time this triangle prompt properly, you end up with this.
Jeez. Looks like someone already fought those things and lost.
I've been looking for these boys. Doesn't matter. You grab their gear. I'm gonna look for an exit. Keep your eyes open for anything we...
Okay, now compare that to this.
Yeah, no shit.
Keep your eyes open for anything...
Hear the difference? So it turns out you have to hit triangle. You have to do the optional trial. Oh my god, I can't talk. You have to do the optional triangle dialogue prompt in order for the encounter to begin. Trialogue. That's a word now. You have to do the optional triangle dialogue prompt in order for the encounter to begin. But if you time that triangle prompt too early or too late, I'll show you too late, you get that whole extra line of dialogue. Gee, looks like somebody already fought those things and lost. I've been looking for these boys. Doesn't matter. Grab their gear. I'm going to look for an exit. That entire extra line of dialogue.
Yeah, no shit. Jeez. Looks like someone already fought those things and lost.
Oh, Lord.
So to avoid that, when Ellie says, yeah, no shit, at any point during that line of dialogue, if you hit triangle, you skip this.
I'm looking for these boys.
You skip all of that. Okay? So that's lesson number 1. Time the triangle prompt. The very moment, it doesn't even have to be the very moment, just while Ellie says that.
Yeah, no shit.
Just like that. Okay.
Keep your eyes open for anything we
Next
can
thing we're
use.
going to look at is when the enemies spawn in.
See anything?
Okay, when do the enemies spawn in? When Ellie and David are done conversing, it's, is there any other choice? We die. Ah, right. Right after that is when the enemies spawn in. Okay? Just wait. Time it all in your head.
What do we do?
Let's just wait. Just look for when the first one spawns in.
Right.
Almost instantly, as soon as they were done talking. Right? Alright, let's go back here. Now we're going to do something else. Not showing off yet, I'm just teaching right now. So, triangle prompt.
Yeah, no shit.
Alright, let's pick some stuff up now. Okay? Let's just pick some stuff up. We need it anyway. Let's just pick it all up.
Anything?
It's a dead end. How on earth did they use this building?
So what do we do?
We hold our ground.
Is there any other choice?
Alright, now let's watch.
Right.
Where are the infected? Where are they? They're not showing up. Where'd they go? They're still not here. There they are. How much later was that? Maybe like 10 or 11 seconds they were late? Turns out, we've known this for a long time because it's the same as the original. Once Ellie is done saying, yeah, no shit. The moment she's done saying that, every single thing you pick up basically adds a second onto their spawn time. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? So yeah, make sure when you do the I said it again. The triangle prompt.
Yeah, no shit.
Don't pick anything up. You can open this drawer, which I recommend because that's one less thing to accidentally press. And it doesn't actually count as picking something up. And there's nothing in here. You just don't want to you don't want to accidentally hit this drawer with enemies around. Okay? So yeah. Time the triangle prompt on the dialogue, and then do not pick anything up.
We can use.
See anything?
And that is when we get into position.
They use this building.
And we just
What do we
wait.
do?
Don't even pick up a brick.
Is there any
Like
other
I said, we
choice?
don't really use one this encounter.
Right.
Get ready.
And then you just kill them as they drop. Make sure not to shoot their legs, because they will... Same goes for... I think same goes for the first fight as well. Don't shoot their legs, because... To be honest, sitting here, I don't know if you can sever their legs when they're outside of like the cabin area that you're in. regardless, just don't aim for their legs anyway. But especially don't do it here because, well, because. Okay, now, killing these enemies, sometimes the second and third runners here will drop a bullet each. Sometimes it's just the third runner. It's random. No matter what, when you go from 2 to 1 or 1 to 0, they will always drop rifle ammo. Okay? They will always drop rifle ammo. It's kind of comical. They, however, will not drop rifle ammo if you, like, go from 2 to 1 and then you just keep killing them in different ways over and over. Basically, the game knows if there's ammo to be picked up somewhere in the area. And if there is, even if you're at 1 or 0, they won't drop it until it's picked up. So basically, the strategy is, I don't even think we use arrows this encounter. We use an arrow on a bloater, but that's about it. You, what is it? You either go from 2 to 1 or 1 to 0. That kind of depends on what's going on here. And then at the end of the first wave, you actually get a big drop of 3. But yeah, whenever you go from 2 to 1 or 1 to 0, he'll drop ammo. You pick it up, reload it, use it. That enemy drops ammo. It's basically just one big cycle. You kill an enemy with a rifle bullet. He drops ammo. You reload it. You kill another enemy. He drops rifle ammo. You pick it up. You reload. You use it. That enemy drops rifle ammo. You pick it up, reload it, use it again, and you just keep doing that for the entire fight. Okay? But yeah, the next wave of enemies, you hear that? They're on the roof. They will spawn in the moment the 4th enemy is killed here. Out of 3 runners and 2 clickers. The first clicker, once he's dead, that will spawn in the next wave. Okay? So, boom. Boom. Alright, that time I got dropped 1 instead of 2. Now kill this one quickly. Boom. And then reload it. Get this one, and you'll see they just keep dropping and dropping.
You hear that? They're on the roof.
I know.
And then right here, what you're going to do. Reload it, and we're going to pick up a Molotov and a brick that's right next to each other. Okay? Like so. Boom. Boom. And you want the camera pointed down when you do that because there's a rag on one of the tables. If you have the camera pointed up, it might default to that. But if you have the camera pointed down, it'll only focus on the stuff on the floor. So you want to start reloading the rifle. Pick up the molly, pick up the brick. Now again, sometimes, kind of like in the first example that I did, sometimes you have 2 bullets beginning the, you hear that? They're on the roof. That part of the fight. Sometimes you have 2 bullets starting that fight, sometimes you have 1. If you kill this first enemy that drops down by the window to Ellie's left right now, he'll drop ammo. But she'll do the thing where she fires and then and then you have to reload it, okay? So make sure you're not picking up the Molotov and brick until you start reloading, okay? If you go from 1 to 0, you reload the bullet right away. If you go from 2 to 1, she does the and then reloads after that. All right, just make sure you got the timings right. So yeah, Molotov, brick, and then you come down here. We get him. We pick up the ammo he drops. We come over here. We kill him. We pick up the ammo he drops. We reload. That runner's always going to go after David. So we want to immediately go after him. He will kill that runner. Sometimes it happens early, sometimes it happens late, but he will kill that runner with his fists, okay? You don't have to worry about him. You do need to worry about the other runner. As you can see, he's about to round the corner. You go after him. Boom. There goes David, killing a bunch. And then this runner can either drop down from here or from here. So now we have 2. We're going to get this runner. You have to wait till they drop in because they drop ammo. Okay, so get him. And then we're going to get him. Okay. So there's all of that, but here's another very interesting thing. This is the opposite of what I mentioned to do in the beginning of the fight. There's a thing here where it's in the original too, the very moment you kill the last enemy of the wave, which is this one, you want to pick up something. It could be a brick. It could be a crafting ingredient. It could be ammo. You have to pick up something. That will spawn the next wave of enemies right away. Okay? And I'll show a side by side of the difference between that. So yeah, he drops ammo as well. So after you kill him and you pick up the rag, and this runner can be in 2 places. One where he was right there, and another climbing in the window to my right. Okay, he's in one of those 2 spots. And yeah, kill him with a rifle bullet, pick up the rag, and then go to where he is.
We're doing fine, kid.
It doesn't feel like it.
Here come more.
Okay, the enemies spawned in so quickly, it skipped the last line of dialogue David has. It's, don't worry, we'll make it. They spawned in so quickly, that line of dialogue didn't even trigger in. They're already here, and David's like, here come more. How many of these things are there? So yeah, that's how quickly that happens. I'll show off what happens if you don't do it, if you don't pick that up. But yeah, that's why I like to leave that rag there. It's immediately right before, second to last runner in that wave. I kill him, I pick up the ammo, and then I'm right next to the rag for the last enemy. And again, he's either in 2 positions. I kill him, I pick up the rag. If you shoot and miss and you pick up the rag, still kill that runner with, I don't know, a brick or something. And then you can pick up the ammo he drops, and that will count as still, like, redoing the area. Okay. But yeah, okay. So now I killed him. Here come more. What you want to do, while you're reloading, you pick up the ammo he drops. While you're reloading the rifle, you want to get the remaining crafting ingredients. Okay? There's also a nail bomb and an arrow. So we do that. Come over here. Get that. That. There's a nail bomb and an arrow. I only have time to reload 1, so I'm going to do that. Reload that. Boom. There's one over here. I'm going to get this one. Boom. Boom. Sometimes David kills that one, sometimes he doesn't. Okay, so now I'm going to reload a bullet or 2. I'm going to craft a molly. And then get this one. Drops ammo. I'm going to reload this one. I'm going to put 2 nail bombs. One we picked up and one we crafted. Right up there. Right up there. And then I'm going to kill this one. Pick up the bullet he drops. We're not going to reload it. We're going to fire at him.
It's a bloater.
Throw 2 mollies.
Little dick fucking
And then, boom. And then he's dead. We pick up the ammo he drops. That's the reason we can't kill him up top. He drops 2 rifle bullets for us. We pick it up, and then we go. If you don't have a brick or bottle, you can pick one up in the fire.
Yeah.
And before you ask, no. The 1-hit kill to the foot doesn't work on Remake. All right? It does in the original. These are 2 separate games.
You know, I think we did it.
And then we wait right here.
Oh, don't sound so disappointed.
We basically bait him to the window, so a triangle prompt will be waiting for us right about there. So yeah, if David doesn't walk to the window himself, if you're having the conversation here, he will be here. Only when it's done will he go to the window. So us going over here, we're baiting him, basically. Like, don't sound disappointed, more like disbelief. We want him to be standing somewhere in this area when that happens, so then he's just, like, right here. Okay? So let's go over that quite a bit. The enemies have to be killed in that order. And again, you need to be close to the enemies, and you want David to be close, because if an enemy... Let's say hypothetically, this is what caused me to change the strategy to this. Let's say hypothetically, you're far away from David when you're doing the encounter, and he kills one himself, and that enemy drops ammo. Well, guess what? The enemies that you go to kill, and they're not going to drop ammo, because there's a piece of ammo on the ground waiting to be picked up, so the game isn't going to drop it for you, even if you go from 2 to 1 or 1 to 0. So that's why I like to, for that one part in the encounter, I like to be near David when you're bombarded with like 2 at a time. So yeah, yeah, that's a really good fight. And like I mentioned, there's some things of randomness, like that last part, is David going to kill one himself, or do you need to waste 3 bullets on the 3 runners coming towards you? That's random. Do you have time to craft a molly and a nail bomb before the runners hop into the area? That's random. The first time I did, the second time I didn't. In that case, I craft one of them, kill all 3 runners, reload my rifle, then I craft the molly while I'm waiting for the first clicker to hop into the air, drop down into the area. And, yeah, you don't want to do that for the second clicker because you have to get an arrow in the string right away, all right? So, yeah, we'll do this quite a few more times. Good thing I already explained this. We can just bypass this.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no shit. Hit triangle. That's optional. I just don't want to hit triangle needlessly. So yeah, there's RNG in how much ammo you leave here with, and that will affect if you like. It won't affect much. It will affect if you reload right away or not. Basically, that's it. Yeah. Next thing I'm going to show off is why. Yeah, well, I already explained why, but like you kill the last enemy in the first wave, and then you pick up something. I'll show you the time difference if. Yeah, I'll show you the time difference if you don't. Okay.
So what do we do? Is there any other choice?
Did we really just use 1 arrow this entire fight, and that's on the bloater? Yeah, the bloater takes 1 arrow, two mollies, 2 nail bombs, an arrow, and a rifle. Okay? Thankfully, we have just enough. Again, don't hit their legs. Because... Hold on. Ow, bitch. You know, let me just show you why you don't hit their legs, okay? I'm sure I can hit one, can I? There we go. And then the animations are slow. Did you see how slow the animations are? Here, let's see if I can...
You hear that? They're on the roof.
I know.
You see how slow the animations are? They're really, really slow. So, yeah. Okay. We can do this encounter from here. You just have to speed up the beginning. Here, look, see. 1, 2. Alright, we only got 1 bullet, so reload it. Kill this one as quick as you can. Don't hit them in their legs. It doesn't really matter how fast you kill that one.
You hear that? They're on the roof.
I know.
Okay. Kill that one. He drops a bullet. Reload, Molotov, brick, and go. Kill that one. Pick it up. Reload. Come over here. Pick it up. Reload. Immediately turn around. Nice job, David. I'll take out that one. I got 2 from that one. I come over here. This runner's right here. So we're going to kill this one and then look around to see where he is. Where is he? He's over there this time. Boom. Now let's wait. Oh, damn it, I picked it up.
It doesn't feel like it.
Okay, that was my bad. I did the exact same thing. Where's this checkpoint places? Alright, it places us at like the beginning of the next wave. You don't want to use a checkpoint in here, but that was my bad. We'll show that off again. I got to remember not to pick anything up. What's interesting, though, I will mention this. You have to make sure you only pick up 1 thing. If you just start mashing picking things up, it's actually counterproductive. So you kill the last enemy in that first wave, you pick up 1 thing, next wave spawns in almost right away. That being said, if you pick up the first thing, and then you start picking more things up, the spawn of the enemies will be more and more and more delayed. So, it was actually confirmed that it was a bug that they weren't able to fix. It's in the original and it's in here. But it's very unlikely that you would experience the specifics of it anyway, if you're just a casual player. Because the whole point is to, like, catch your breath, you know? But yes.
Get ready.
You know what, I'll save that one and show that one off. Well, that time we got 2. So this is what I mean about like the reloading differences for this next encounter. So we have 2 instead of 1.
You hear that? They're on the roof.
I know.
So the whole thing of killing this guy and picking things up is a little different. Only a little bit, though. Okay. This runner's right here. This runner can also be over here sometimes, so just you give it a quick look. Okay, I won't mess this up this time. He's over there. Now let's just wait.
Doing fine, kid.
It doesn't feel like it.
Just stay focused. We'll make it.
Okay, we're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're still waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. And we're still waiting, by the way. We're waiting.
Here come more.
Here come more. All right, there we go. See the difference in time? So you have, like, I'm sure I paused a bunch in here, but we'll go to the previous attempt. So from the moment you kill one, you want to pick one up right away. It skips all of that waiting. Let's see. Alright, so this was the good attempt. Like, I killed one, then I picked one up right away. So.
We're doing fine, kid.
It doesn't feel like it.
Here come more. We don't even get the dialogue. Just stay put, we'll make it. Or whatever. So this was the slow one right here.
We're doing fine, kid.
It doesn't feel
I
like
didn't pick anything up.
Just stay focused. We'll make it.
And we're waiting, we're waiting. You see the time difference? It's actually insane. This has got to be about, I'm not counting in my head, but this feels like it's roughly 16 or 17 seconds slower.
Here come more.
Roughly. Maybe more. So, yeah. That's a big detail you do not want to neglect. And then there's the somewhere in the middle. I'll show that off as well.
Get ready.
Then we'll continue to the last part of the fight, and then we'll just do it a couple more times, because it's still a difficult encounter. Only 1 bullet dropped that time, instead of 2. See, this one I only have 1 instead of 2. It doesn't matter. Okay.
I know.
Boom. Molly. Brick. Boom. We don't want to kill them outside because then their ammo will drop outside. That'll mess up the bullets. Go, David, do your thing. Boom. This one's over here. Boom. Sometimes she's over here. Alright, so this attempt, I'm going to pick up everything that I see. Boom, boom.
We're doing fine, kid.
It doesn't feel like it.
Just stay focused. We'll make it.
And you see it's...
Here come more.
That's somewhere in between. Did you notice the time difference? It wasn't like, here come more. It's not that that happened right away, but it didn't take as long as when you picked up nothing. That was somewhere in between. So basically, just make it so, you know, you kill that last enemy, and then pick up the rag right next to you. And then what I do is I run right to the body, and then I wait until David says, here comes more. That's when I pick this up, and then I start going for this stuff over here. Boom, 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 boom. And then I reload. I craft either a molly or a nail bomb, and then I check if I have time to craft another one or not. If I do, it's great. If not, I save it for later. So, boom, boom, boom. It's perfectly okay if you end up killing all 3. I don't rely on David to kill one. I just check if he is or isn't. Yeah, also what can happen, if David's near here, he can end up headshotting that clicker, and then that just kind of, he's stuck outside, and then the spawns are delayed as well. So you want to kill these clickers as soon as they drop in. like so, and then get what they drop. However, you need to make sure David isn't trying to shoot the clicker outside, because something that can happen is he headshots them, and then they're stunned outside. And then, like, I don't know, it takes them like 6 seconds to like regain consciousness again and then come inside. So yeah, it's a mess. Okay, what else is there to mention? I think I've mentioned just about everything. Let's just do the fight.
Get ready.
You know what? We'll go from here. We'll do it properly from here. Triangle.
Oh, shit.
That doesn't count as picking something up.
We can use.
Just one less thing to worry about.
See anything?
Also, make sure you occasionally let go of sprint at times. I usually do that when I aim,
So what do we do?
just so she... You don't want tired sprint in this fight.
Any other choice?
It's not very fun.
Get ready.
They spawn in right away. Don't hit their legs. One bullet this time. You hear that? They're on the roof.
They're on the roof.
I know.
Get it. Molly? Brick? The brick, I guess, is optional, but I like to get it out of there. Come up here. Boom. This one's over here again. They're all dropping ammo. This one's always going to be here. Okay, here we go. Get the bullet he drops, and then boom. I pick that up. Now I wait. I'm waiting.
Doing fine, kid.
How many of these things are there?
All right, we're good. We're in the clear.
This
Pick
ain't
up,
bad.
pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. Oh, God. I'm going to reload one. Oh, damn it. You know what's funny? I'm still okay. Okay, now I'm not. All right, so that was a mess. I want to see if I can do this. I have to reload this.
Exploder!
What?
One of those big fucking guys.
So yeah, that was improv. And if I had to... If you use a brick, there's bottles right there. Okay, so that was straight up improv.
Yeah.
That was to show that because I was a little bit slow with the picking up of the bullets and then the picking up of the crafting ingredients, even though there's 3 runners and then 2 clickers, like all of the infected are still... Not so much the bloater, but the 3 runners and the 2 clickers are all going to show up at the same time every time. So getting grabbed like that and then being slow killing all of them, that didn't actually lose me any time. Okay? It put me in a spot where I wasn't exactly prepared to deal with the bloater, but I was still under control even when all of that happened. And let me see if I can replay that. I'm not going to put it too specifically side by side, but you'll notice the clicker and the bloater all showed up at the same time, even if I had performed that perfectly. So right here, they show up. It becomes a disaster. You can hear the clickers outside. They still spawned in. Not a single runner has been killed. Boom. Boom. I pick up all the ammo they drop. I kill him. Because I delayed killing him, I think maybe the bloater... Like, we're still not sure. There was one run where the bloater was really... It was either the bloater or the clicker outside, the last clicker was really delayed for some reason, and I wasn't quite sure what. I thought I pinpointed it to this clicker right here. if you kill them late, then they show up late. I still not quite sure, but basically you want to kill the clickers as soon as they hop in. You can't do it any earlier than that because you need the ammo that they drop. So yeah, this was just straight improv. I didn't have time to craft the molly. I barely had time to craft the nail bomb, so I did it right here. Then I kill him. Yeah, that bullet right there. You need it for later, but you don't have time to you have one bullet already loaded into the gun. You pick up a second, but you don't need to reload that. You don't need it, okay? So yeah, then we swap to our bow. Hit him with the string pulled all the way back. Molly, 2 mollies, and then a rifle. It doesn't even have to be a headshot. But yeah, so despite all of that chaos, the only time loss was having the bloater hop all the way down. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, if you lose control of this area, it's okay. Something else to mention, I don't think I mentioned this. Don't ever use Ellie's knife, okay? It does nothing. In the only time you use it is if you brick stun an enemy, okay? In the original, you could get away with mashing square and like on a human or an infected, and like 1, 2, 3, the 4th one would kill it. Would kill either a runner or a person. In this game, it's 9 swings of the knife. But what ends up happening is that either people or infected will go for a grab on you. That will happen multiple times. Let me see if I can show that off. Do I have an enemy to do that safely on? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Don't ever use Ellie's knife unless you're brick stabbing an enemy.
Yeah, no shit.
Even if David gets grabbed or plus signed, a triangle prompt or a square prompt won't kill it right away. That's how it worked in the original. It doesn't work here. Okay?
So what do we do? Is there any other choice?
Right, we'll spend a little bit longer here, but I think you get the gist of everything. We'll do some clean fights after this, but it's like the last thing I need to show off. Where's the runners? They got caught on each other. How about that? I've never seen that there.
Get ready.
Good thing this isn't a run. Man. Second and third runners tried to push each other out of the way.
You hear that?
Okay, I'm gonna try and like knife kill this runner here. First of all, you get that. I'm fine. Okay, that runner. Oh shit. Hold on, let me get this one. See, they just keep grabbing you. That's... And he's still alive. Okay, let's assume David isn't throwing punches to help. Okay, because it looks like his punches are doing a lot of damage. If David doesn't shoot or punch a runner, you would have to deliver 9 slices with the knife in order to kill him. And what can end up happening is he grabs you, you mash square, you start knifing some more, he'll punch you, he'll grab you again, okay? So let's say hypothetically you're looking to only kill a runner with a knife for some reason, you're scared, you're just mashing a button. You will get grabbed more than once in your attempt to kill it with just the knife and nothing else. Don't ever use a knife. If you like you panic or something and you use one, just back up and switch to a weapon or a brick, okay? Don't ever rely on getting a kill from a knife, her knife. It's not like the original. The original was so much better at it. You could hit square on an enemy that just hopped into the area and immediately kill it. You just can't do that here. You can't even kill an enemy that's grabbing onto David right away. It just doesn't work. Do not ever use Ellie's knife as an offensive weapon unless you're brick stunning it right before. Okay.
Get ready.
Let's actually do this fight properly. We get 2 bullets this time. I'm only going to reload 1 because... Oh, God. If you get 2 bullets dropped there, I like to reload 1 just so you can kill this 4th clicker earlier. But you still have to hit your shots, okay? Because the 4th clicker dying is what spawns in the next wave. Only get 1 bullet drop that time. Make sure you aim low. The clickers have a little bit more violent, like, fall there. The runners still land, like, stay standing. The clickers, like that. The clickers kind of drop to the ground. I think I got the only 2 there. Alright, let's see. It appears I only have 1 bullet, so this is unlike anything I've seen so far in this practice session. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna reload it, and then we're just gonna wait. Boom. Now pick that up, and then wait. And then
It doesn't feel like it.
that's long enough.
How many of these things are there?
I have no idea. Just keep at it.
Grab everything else. Alright, we only have time to reload 1 thing. Stand up. Swap to the rifle. Boom. Run over here. Boom. Boom. Still have to reload 1. Like, even this won't work, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, it won't work. I did. Not quite. Probably just gonna be late to this, yeah.
It's a bloater! One of those big fucking guys!
Yeah, we're still fine. And then from right here, we're just waiting. Okay, I'm just showing you can, like, improvise. You can come back from a bad situation in this area, okay? Okay, from the top, what else was there to mention in that part? What made that so bad? Yeah, I was, that was a combination of, I was a little bit, one of the runners ended up chasing David, so he hopped down, then came back up. So I was late to killing all the runners and then reloading the rifle, and I still had to craft a Molotov on top of that, so it was, yeah, it was a little messy, but, that's okay. Alright, from the top. Again, we'll do this a couple more times. We'll get like 1 really perfect fight and then go.
Yeah, no shit.
You saw with this guy, sometimes you'll have 2 bullets, sometimes you'll have 1 bullet. If you have 2, you pick up the bullet and then kill the last guy without reloading. If you have 1 bullet, you have no choice but to reload. Just one of those things. You would think using an arrow there would be better, but it's actually not because the weapon swapping just takes way too long.
Get ready.
Okay. Perfect fight. So right there, the runners land standing. The clickers land falling. See that? That's why I missed the shot before.
You hear that? They're on the roof.
I know.
And so getting this brick here is optional. I just like removing it. Boom. 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 Over here. Boom. Let's see what David's doing. Boom. Boom. Alright, reload 1. That one cut it kind of close, but we're all right. Okay, here we go. And he's over here. So, boom. Get the rag. Wait
We're doing fine.
to pick that up.
It doesn't feel like it.
Here come more.
There we go.
These things are
Get everything.
I have no idea. Just keep
Boom.
at it.
I'll reload both. Looks like I have time. Boom.
Hit.
Boom. Boom. Okay. I like to push David here so he doesn't shoot that clicker like I mentioned. And then we're good. I would otherwise use that time to craft a molly if I didn't earlier. You want to reload this one. Do this. Boom. Come on. Pick up this bullet, but don't reload it. Immediately start pulling the string back, because we're just going to make it. Boom. Molly.
It's a blur.
Boom. Boom.
Little big fucking
Rifle.
guy.
As he's falling. As he's falling. Because if you kill him up there, he won't drop the rifle ammo. If you don't have a brick, pick one up. Pick up one of the bottles that
Oh,
are
I think we did it.
by the fire.
Like we killed all of them?
Yeah, bait
Don't
David
sound
to the
so
window.
disappointed.
That's about good right there.
Like disbelief.
And then go. And mash triangle. I can't really think of anything else to mention there. That was a perfect fight. I was saying, if you don't have 2 bullets at the moment, you need to kill the last enemy before you pick up all the parts. You can use an arrow on the runner that's closest to you and use rifle for the further runner. Are you saying... I think you mean... Yeah, if you don't have enough rifle ammo. Yeah, because sometimes the last enemy doesn't drop 3 rifle bullets. Sometimes he drops 1 or nothing, and then you'll just continue onward, firing 1, picking 1 up, reloading it. But it can get crazy with 3 runners right in front of you. Yeah, you can... if you're low, you swap out to the bow. Again, we don't really need... I think it's one of those things, you can leave here with 0 arrows and still be okay. But I think we have 2. Do we have 2? It's one of those things, yeah. For shits and giggles, I'll just do this one more time. Just to show you can put up a good fight. The hardest thing, honestly, might be finding the time to craft a molly and a nail bomb.
Yeah, no shit.
We can use.
And then we'll move on. Good fight, and then we move on. Also, it doesn't matter how much health you have, because Ellie will have full health when she begins the next encounter. Yeah, when she starts riding on Callus, she has full health.
So what do we do? Is there any other choice? Right.
Get ready.
Okay. Remember, on the runners, aim high. One bullet that time. And on the clickers, aim low. But don't hit their legs. And it doesn't really matter how fast you kill the 5th one. It matters how fast you kill the 4th one.
They're on the roof.
I know.
That's what triggers in that dialogue and the enemies. Bullet. Molly. Brick. Let's go. This one's mine. Here we go. Turn around. David, where's the other one? I'm gonna hang back here. Okay. We're okay. Got him. Come over here.
Doing fine.
It doesn't feel like it.
Here come more.
That's long
Things
enough.
are there.
I have no idea. Just keep at it.
I'm just gonna reload, craft 1. Okay. Boom. Let's come over here. Boom. Oh, I missed. All right, that's bad. All right, I'll find a spot to reload this one. This is bad. Alright, I'm gonna take the time loss right here. Do it here.
Sound good.
It's a bloater!
Oh, it hit the... Look at that! Can you believe that? Look at it! It hit the chain! I can't believe that. What a clip. Look at that. Unbelievable. Can I still save this? I'll let David... There we go. I still saved it. Oh, man. I'm so clipping that. That was awesome. But yeah, basically you'd have to... You just wouldn't be able to time that so you rifle him as he drops. You could still do that later. What's funny is even if the Molotovs hit the chain, you're still okay. That was actually crazy. I obviously need a good one before we head on. Hey, I mentioned it before. The whole process of crafting those that Molotov and nail bomb,
Yeah, no shit.
and then killing those 3 runners is probably the hardest part of the fight.
See anything?
No, not probably. That is the hardest part of the fight.
So what do we do? Is there any other choice? Right.
Get ready.
What didn't help there was I missed a shot. You really don't want to miss. You really don't want to waste any rifle ammo you fire. There's one. You really don't want to miss. That's what causes a lot of the problems. Molotov, brick. Forgot where I was for a second. Nope. Pick up any ammo they drop. Boom. Come up here. There's a runner right here. Boom. There's these over there. Boom. Get the rag. And wait.
Here come more.
How
Boom.
many of these things are there?
I have no idea. Keep at it.
Alright, I only have time for one. Boom. Boom. And honestly, I'm going to change it up here. Because we're not in a rush to kill these runners, you can bait them a little. Remember what we did outside of high school, where you like run past one of the enemies, and then he throws a punch, and then he stands still? You can do that here, because we're not in a huge rush to kill these runners. Not a huge rush. You want it to be quick, but you don't want to lose one or miss a shot or get grabbed or something. So kill that first one in front of you, and then just kind of those remaining 2. I've been struggling with them a little bit. Just, you know, run away from one, get 2 in your line of sight. Like there. That one was pretty good. I'm going to reload. Get this one away from the window. Craft the molly. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. See that? We're fine. We're okay. See that? We didn't lose any time.
Sound good.
It's a bloater!
What?
One of those big fucking guys!
Alright, I'll continue on top of there. Practice, again, one of those... I don't know what's wrong with the lighting there. One of those instances where I can explain it, I can show you, you just got to do it yourself to get comfortable. The difficult thing, again, is getting those crafting ingredients and then crafting what you need and then killing 3 runners right after that. That's definitely the hardest part. And then having enough time to place all the things there that you need. That's definitely the hardest part. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's reloaded here.
did it.
You want to leave here with
Like we
3.
killed all of them?
Yeah, you want to leave here with
Don't
3.
sound so disappointed.
More like disbelief.
You see that, like, right there? I'm baiting him towards the window, and then triangle prompt. We're good.
Listen.
Yeah, difficult fight. Doable. There's some random elements to it, as you saw. Sometimes David kills one himself in the middle there. Sometimes he gets grabbed, and then you kill... He'll always kill that runner, but you just kill the other one, and then...
On that buck of ours.
Yeah. Definitely, without a doubt, that part where you gotta time the bullet pickup, pick up all the crafting ingredients, pick up everything else. There's a nail bomb and an arrow there as well. And then crafting both, then killing the 3 runners, and then getting in position in time for the clicker. That's definitely the hardest part, okay? Practice, 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 practice. Right, skip cutscene. Remember, it's a cutscene, so you're not losing time if you don't time it right away. All right, this part is bleh.
Are we even sure she's here?
Yeah, more horse tracks down the fucking street. She's here.
Hey, I got
I
him!
mean, there's no button mashing or anything.
Get your ass over here!
What are you waiting for? Shoot her!
All right, as soon as you gain control of the horse, there's a checkpoint, 60727.
David said...
David! Shoot her!
So right about when the camera centers, yeah, right about there. When the camera centers, there's a checkpoint, and it places us quite a bit further. I'll make a file here because there's a couple things to go over. I don't think you speed up at all if you like let go of sprint and hold it back down. I don't think you go any faster. You want to hold left to avoid this enemy, and then you need to like mash sprint on those enemies, and you avoid one grabbing onto her. Okay? That's a weird strategy. Again, in the original, you used to have to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, with holding forward. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Like count the trots. In this game, I don't think you have to do that. I think you have to just hold sprint and forward. Notice how I said I think. I don't actually know, but there's no harm in holding sprint down. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to steer here. And because it's so difficult to steer,
What do they want?
you want to, you know, you can steer this part, but once you clear this little part right here, right before that log, there's a checkpoint, 60759. Right about there? Yeah, right about there. There's another checkpoint. This one saves a lot of time, where we restart checkpoint and we're already past the log, and we go this way. And then you just want to go forward. Here, I'm not even going to... They're not going to grab onto you. And if you do get shot here, it doesn't actually drain your health. And apparently, yeah, this one's new. Apparently there's a new restart checkpoint here. As soon as Callus gets shot, I believe. I haven't seen this one. 60825. I'm not seeing it. Some of the animation is skipped. I see it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that one does save a small amount of time. Yeah, okay. Let's go back and do all that again. Then we'll go on to the next one. Yeah, that one looks like it doesn't save a lot of time, but I can tell it definitely skips some of the animation. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, here we go. So you want to go right here and then left, but you want to hold left so this guy doesn't catch you, because he can catch you. And then just mash sprint just as they're about to grab you.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. That was weird. Okay, I don't know why that happened. I still can't help but like let go of sprint and hold it back down. Again, I don't know if it actually does anything. You want to hang left on this guy, and then mash.
Get your ass off the damn horse!
These guys really want me
Okay,
dead.
that was probably just some bad luck there. Whatever. Basically what I'm doing right now. Just keep going. And then right about here. Nope. There we go. Start checkpoint.
Sure.
Over here. And then you can run in a straight line here. You're not going to get grabbed.
Go.
Yeah, they're not running as aggressive, so it's really just visual, I think. You're not going to get grabbed.
Shoot the horse! Shoot the fucking horse!
Yeah, a little bit right after she gets shot here. 60827. Yeah, when the camera changes, right there. Skips a little bit of it. Yeah, that's about a 1 second time save. Nice. Okie doke. This part right here.
Oh man. No.
This area has undergone a lot of changes over the years. And by years, I mean all 2 of them. I like to let go of sprint on the door. All right, a little bit past the door, there's a checkpoint right about there. This checkpoint does 2 things. Guarantees you have sprint, and it does place you a little bit further ahead. Now, when you do this, make sure restart encounter will send you back to the top of the hill. Like so. So make sure you don't hit restart encounter, all right? When you open that door and a little bit past it, make sure you restart checkpoint. Okay, here we go.
You really killing her? He said he wants her alive.
Where'd they go?
He doesn't get to make that call.
Pay for this, you little...
From this point forward, if she doesn't live, that's the game's fault, okay?
Here we go. You got this.
Watch how I pick up that bottle right there. Watch this.
Oh shit.
See that? I mentioned that because it was very clean, all right? Yeah, when you gain control of her, you want to do like the weapon swap pickup and then hold sprint. Okay, remember, restart checkpoint, not encounter. So yeah, the area also behaves a little bit differently when you do this from a checkpoint versus right from the horse. And yeah, okay, that was perfect. I have to be honest with you, with regards to the rifle ammo being used. First enemy is in the same spot. The second enemy can be in a, like, he's right there, but he can always be sometimes further left or right. And he has a gun, so I try to aim early so he's not able to shoot me. The guy with the shotgun is the biggest random thing. Where I shot him, he was running up the stairs to the right. He's not normally there. He's always a little bit further. He's somewhere on that, like, upper level. But most of the time, he's around, like, a bench that's, like, further ahead. And I usually clip him there. So I'll do this a couple more times and then explain the details. But, yeah, just know.
You really killing her? He said he wants her alive.
This enemy is pretty much the same. I like to aim once I see them. And then this guy can be in a couple different spots. Right there. That's where he normally is. He takes cover behind here, and the shot is pretty simple. And then I have a brick for this enemy. Sometimes I crouch before I throw it. Sometimes I sprint the whole way. It depends on where I think he's going to be. But yeah, let me show the bottle pickup again. Ow! Like I said, this part's random. Okay. Oh god. Yeah, doing the weapon swap thing, it's to avoid the crouching right there. Yeah, that's just bad luck. Notice how I made it without taking damage the first time and nearly died right there. It is what it is. Do you need this bottle? You need it if you have one arrow, or you need it if you only have one arrow. If you have two, you technically don't need it, but if you do the weapon swap thing, you don't lose any time picking it up. I like to have it. Okay. Yeah, that attempt minus getting shot at the end was a lot better. Okay, let's go. First of all, that arrow right there, I like to pick it up because you have to crouch anyway. Like here, watch. There's that versus this. Am I really losing any time doing that? No. So it's a free arrow, okay? Next thing Okay, it didn't happen there, but just one of those things. You have to trust me. It can happen. You have to crouch when you land, because otherwise they can like almost spot you right there. Okay, and if they almost spot you, it's pretty much ruined. So what I recommend is, I'm trying to think. I think with this part right here, getting spotted right here, it doesn't happen in practice, but it does happen in a run. I know that's really difficult to explain, but it's true. I can't tell you, like, maybe a year and a half ago when I ran this more frequently, how many times, like, we practice this, and it's like, okay, we crouch, we pick up the arrow, and then we go, and it's like, oh, I wasn't spotted. I wasn't spotted. You'll get spotted when you do it in a run, because it's happened to me so many times, okay? So basically the timing is when you get to the bottom of the stairs, crouch, and then hold sprint again. And then right here, you have to crouch because of that. You have to, all right? And you want to time that second crouch when she is about to land, all right? So, crouch, and then sprint again. And right here, I know the heads-up display is in the way, but the further right you are when you start sprinting, the more likely it is. Like right here. The further right you are, the more, I think the more likely it is you're going to get spotted. The further left you are, you're further away. So one of those things. I could also mention, if you don't, for some reason you don't have a brick or bottle, there is one right here. So you could pick it up and then go this way. Once they start talking, their heads are pretty much facing forward. But, yeah. There really should not be any reason you don't leave here with a brick or bottle. Because after you kill the bloater, you have time to kill, remember. And where the fire and the Molotov is, there are 2 bottles right below where the bloater lands. So you pick one of those up. But if you do forget, there is one, you gotta remember to crouch here. There is one right here, so you could pick it up and then go. But yeah. Alright, let's focus on killing these enemies now. So, circle, triangle, circle, sprint, circle, and then go, hang to the left, and then go. Okay. Now up ahead, there's going to be 2 enemies that spawn up top. I like to be flat-footed when I get this shot because it is very far away. So the smaller the reticle, the better. I don't crouch here, maybe I should, but well, you saw the difference between reticle sizes isn't that great standing versus crouching, but there is a difference in reticle size when you're moving versus standing still. So I don't mind getting this shot standing up, but I am standing still when I get it. One of these enemies has a gun, another has nothing, okay? And I actually don't I should know. I don't know which one is which. I'm actually looking for where the enemy's arms are. If it looks like he's holding something, I know that's the guy with the gun. I think he's the one that spawns in first and is further to the right. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. But, yeah. So a little bit after they spawn in. Yeah, it's the guy in the lighter colored jacket. And then I shoulder swap this guy. Okay. How would I save this one? I would go over here and use an arrow. That's how I would save that. That's what I mentioned with the improvisation. Like, oh no, I missed a rifle bullet, but I can still save it. You can arrow this enemy. If he's not right here, he's gonna be over... God, that's a shotgun. Okay. Yeah, don't dilly-dally, okay? Once you're alerted, you gotta go fast. Because then that guy specifically might catch you. I'm saying the guy that we kill with the shotgun can be in like 3 different places. One still running up the stairs to the right. Another crouched behind the bench to the left. Another crouched behind the bench behind. If that happens, you just want to stand there and wait for him to peek. Okay? Oh, that was brutal. Okay. Crouch triangle. Crouch. Crouch and go. Hang to the left for that reason right there. Alright, aim a little bit after you see them spawn in. That's the guy with the gun. Shoulder swap, get him. He's early. I'm gonna see where he's gonna go. Alright, he's behind the bench, so I'm gonna get him there. And hopefully I still have enough time. I climb that thing jogging because it's the same speed as sprinting. Ow. She's probably dead.
Here we go. You got this, Ellie.
There's the weapon swap pickup that I did there. Alright, so yeah. Yeah, if you lose that shotgun guy in the beginning, again, sometimes you have to wait, sometimes you can hit him right away, it depends how good you feel, depends how risky you want to play. But once you're finally alerted, you gotta go quick. Not because of the enemies in front of you, but the enemies behind you. Alright? It's mainly for the enemies that are behind you. They have rifles, they have pistols, they have shotguns. It's pretty rough. The earlier you can get out of here, the more likely it is you won't take any damage. Now, when Ellie wakes up after David chokes her out, she is given full health. Unlike the original, she is given full health the next time you play as her. And also, if she has no health leaving this part, the Lodge isn't too bad with regards to losing health. So, you just got to make it out of here first try. All right, that's the main thing. Okay. Crouch triangle. Crouch. Crouch. And go.
Really killing her? He even said he wants her alive.
Where'd they go?
He doesn't get to make
Aim. Enemy on the right. Shoulder swap. This fucking guy. I'm gonna get him right there. Now I'm gonna let go of sprint when I climb. I'm gonna avoid this guy. No, he's in my way. I'm just gonna go. If you want an extra second of added safety, you could crouch behind one of the things up top there. There we go. I don't think I think I made a mistake there. I don't normally hold sprint leaving that ledge. I usually let her get off of there, and then I hold sprint afterwards. So you don't hold sprint leading up to it. You hold sprint and time it with, like, the bottle pickup thing. Okay? I can't really explain. This is one of those, another one of those spots. I can explain it all I want, but you really just got to practice, practice, practice. This is, I would say, it comes closest to being one of the more fun encounters because you are using 3 rifle bullets and then sprinting forward. But yeah, when you climb that thing, make sure you don't have sprint held down because it's not any faster and you got to regain some sprint, okay? You don't want tired sprint heading on up the stairs and then to the ledge, all right? I'll do it a couple more times, see if there's any weird curveballs thrown our way. Crouch, sprint, crouch, sprint.
Really killing her?
Again, I like to aim a little bit after I see them spawn in like that. Yeah, the guy with the gun is further to the right. Shoulder swap, boom, got him. I'm gonna see what happens here. Oh God! Did you see him? Did you see him bullshittingly pop up? Yeah, if he hides behind this bench, don't rush him, okay? Be a certain distance away. Oh, that was bullshit. Yeah, he probably thought I was sprinting directly at him and got aggressive. Yeah, be a little passive if he does that. Crouch.
Really killing her?
If you the earlier you get alerted here, it's bad, so.
He doesn't get to make that.
Got him. Boom. Where's he going? All right, I'm staying back. I'm staying back. Respecting his space. All right, I got him. This is good. Oh, I killed the wrong guy. Look at that. I killed the wrong guy. He's probably just going to shoot me. Ow. Not that guy.
Here we go.
Okay. Let me tell you something. Clips of the Month just writes itself, okay? She literally just fell off. I'm replaying that, okay? I did say I'm going to do this area a couple more times to see what curveballs it throws my way. That is something, that would be something that happens to me in a run, not so much in practice and tutorial making, but that's clip gold right there. What happened? Oh, yeah. Okay. She took a bullet stagger into the animation, and that glitched it all out. See, look. Remember those critical hits I mentioned? There's one. I get right here where the animation would take over. The game didn't know what to do. So it just did that. Oh, how about that, huh? Yep. See, in the original game, there was no forward stagger. If you got critically hit by a bullet, you would stand in place when that happens. This game has some forward or backwards momentum depending on which direction you were holding when you get hit. You combine Part 2 exclusive things with the original game, and you end up with shit like that. Kind of like the soft lock in Financial District I talked about. Ay, ay, ay. Boom. If you're gonna master one thing, master that, okay? Then you get to this part. Boom. Boom. This guy's... Okay, yeah, sometimes he just bullshittingly pops up like that. I don't know where he is, so I'm just gonna...
Cover me. I'm moving up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crouch before I go, real quick. Here we go.
You got this, Ellie.
Should be good. Alright, now watch my inputs. Just like that. That was good. We'll do it a couple more times, just because this fight can be tricky. So yeah, the enemy with the gun is going to be the one on the right. Okay.
You really killing her? Even said he wants her alive.
Where'd they go?
He doesn't get to make that call. James.
That time he was on the left. That time he's... what's he doing? Alright, you know what? I'm going to try something. Yeah, if he's over there, he's to the left of that sign. I remember that from old strategies we used to do. Is she going to be able to make it? The enemies are a lot closer to me now. Also, don't look at the enemies. The enemies having worse aim when you're not looking at them applies here as well. Okay? The moment I look at them... probably not. It probably wouldn't have worked out anyway. But yeah. Boom. Boom. Go. We're in the clear. But yeah, are you starting to see how many different spots this guy can be? Where's he going? He's going over here again. If that happens, look, I don't think that's going to happen in an actual attempt.
I got it. Not gonna...
Improv, okay? I crouched there because they were being aggressive.
Here we go. You got this, Ellie.
I didn't take any damage that time. Sometimes you're just gonna have to improvise, all right? If he's in a spot where he's just not gonna move, you gotta keep going. But, yeah. Let me show you the occurrence that happens most frequently, all right? Hold on. So I'm going to show you my current console record, which was... it was pretty close to perfect. My 239.01.
He doesn't get to make that call.
And watch all the alignments I'm giving. You take my time on that one. I get this one. Look where this guy is. He runs all the way behind the bench to the left, and I get him there. When you're doing an attempt, this is the most frequent thing you're going to see. Okay? So I get him, and this guy runs behind there, and it's a very easy shot to hit, all right? All these restart checkpoints and restart encounters aren't really doing it justice, but that is the most frequent spot you are going to see him. I'm going to do this a couple more times. You know what? Why don't we do it? I don't think... Nah, doing it from here isn't going to make a difference, but... We'll see if it does.
I need to go around. Where is she? Yeah. Get back to Joel.
Down there.
Also, the checkpoint for this area is 1803. Right there. So it's like right there. Restart checkpoint. And then, here we go. Ouch. Go. And we're good.
Really killing her?
Master that part right there before anything else.
He doesn't get to
Okay.
make that call.
Boom. Oh, I missed. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Can I go over here?
Go.
I just don't know. That was improv. Again, the biggest problem I'm having trying to show off what to do is that shotgun guy. I've noticed when I practice this area over and over and over, he starts getting in some weirder and weirder spots. Again, that's why I felt the need to mention, when you do this area in a run, you're almost always going to get him like to the left of that bench, which is a very easy shot to get. I want to see if she lives through this. Yeah, the power of improv, okay? Just because it doesn't play out the way you want, you can make it through. Also, this part can be tricky. That second guy we rifle with the pistol, he's tough. You shoulder swap, and then sometimes he stops right there to try and shoot you. Sometimes he just keeps going. He's been in like 3 or 4 different spots. So yeah, the second and third shots can be tricky. I won't dwell too much longer on this. Let me just get like what I think is a perfect one, and then we'll go.
Really killing her? Even said he wants her alive.
Make sure you hit the right guy here.
That call.
Oh, I missed. Okay, this is an absolute nightmare. The enemy up there has a gun. This guy right here has a shotgun, so it can just go horribly wrong. Come on, we need a good one. I don't want to keep showing off bad performances here.
Really killing her? Even said he wants her alive.
Here we go. I'm going to aim at him earlier. There. I aim at him a little earlier than I've been.
Fucking pay for this.
Okay, this is new. This is new. I've never seen him take cover there. But, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Ow.
Here we go. You got this.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
You know what? I'll do it one more time. Just because, yeah, I think the area behaves a little bit better the earlier you kill that one guy.
Really killing
That was close. That's why I say be to the left.
Where'd they go?
He doesn't get to make that call.
I got him. Got him.
Shit's gonna pay.
Normally I would clip him there, but, yeah. Alright, shotgun guy's annoying. Sometimes I crouch right there just because I don't know where he is. Okay. And then boom. Alright, we'll keep going. Practice, practice, practice. It's more practicing that area is more about just being comfortable with the strategies or being comfortable with the performance of it than it is seeing like how many different things you can get. So yeah, develop muscle memory for that area. It's important. Okay, right here. I like to let go of sprint and then hold it back down to refill it. She jumps further, and then the sprint here is pretty worth it. Because she'll lose her sprint otherwise. Okay.
Okay.
Triangle prompt here, and you have to pull this all the way back. Unlike the original. And then go. And we're going to do a restart checkpoint for this encounter right here. We're going to hold forward and jump. As soon as the game thinks we are in an encounter, like so. Restart checkpoint. And, right. Here we go.
See that? Hey, you see that shit? See that? Huh? Holy shit, you see that? You hear him? Over there!
I don't want to get trapped in here.
On this side of the lawn! I see her!
Or either one. Okay, and then encounter's over. Checkpoint.
I don't want to get trapped in here.
Sends it right here. Okay. So this part, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to do outside. All I do know is if you get alerted right away, it's not good. And you'll get alerted right away if you sprint the whole way. See? And then you can make it through. But, yeah, we don't really want to be that risky, right? So what I usually do is, when I get to the bottom step, I crouch. You want the awareness indicator to go off. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Check it out. I hear you running.
Yeah, if you do get alerted, you're safe right here.
Watch what's that.
And then you can, like, quickly climb up. But yeah, that I basically am not really sure what's going to happen when you, like, approach the tree and then the lodge to the right. But basically, the one thing I do know is if you don't crouch here, you're going to get spotted, like so. And then this becomes very tricky, and you also lose your sprint. And then you have that happen, which you don't want to have happen, especially if you happen to take some damage prior. So that first crouch happens when you get to the bottom step, and it doesn't really matter if you get, like, awareness indicated spotted by those enemies, like where they think they see you or not. Like, I suppose you could crouch and then go, and then there's the awareness indicator.
See that shit? Hey, you see that shit?
Yeah, it's more about safety than anything, but, yeah, what I like to do is crouch late and then go.
See that? Let's check it out.
I hear running.
Or the climbing was supposed to be faster. That's kind of my preferred method to do it, even though I get alerted. You see, it's not that big a deal if you get alerted late, because when you make it up that first set of stairs, you have some blockades there. It's high, like they're down low, and then you're up top, and there's still some room to crouch there. And you do also have to keep the tired sprinting in mind. I don't like getting alerted really, really early, so that's what I do the crouch there for. Whether you do it really early or just a little bit later, that's kind of up to you. There's some personal preference with this strategy right here, so you could do it there to avoid the awareness indicator flash first.
See that? Yeah. Let's go check it out.
And then go.
Hey, look over there. I don't know. It's over here.
And you see, the climbing is very, very fast, so you can do that. Basically, you have to crouch once. If you do it early, that's fine. If you do it late like that, that's fine too.
Yeah. Let's go check it out.
It looks like crouching early is the better way.
It's over here.
See that? It's okay. Yeah, it looks like crouching earlier is the better way to go. So let me do that over and over. So right about there, and then going. There's the awareness indicator. Oh, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, something about like so. Yeah, that doesn't appear to be working either. Regardless, there really is no penalty for it, though. If you crouch late, if you crouch early, you need to crouch at some point. So, here, you could do it there if you'd like.
Over there. Go check it out.
And then you, like, get alerted, but crouch, sprint leap, go, go. How safe you want to be will depend on how much health you have. If you took a bunch of damage in the prior spot, you're going to want to, you know, you're going to want to not be that risky. If she has full health, you know, you can be a little more risky. Let me try sprinting further right. All right, yeah, sprinting further right will delay.
See that? Over there.
Let's go check it out.
There, that's a lot better. Okay, I know I'm playing around with stuff. Like I mentioned, I didn't actually know the specifics of this area. I just always knew you had to crouch around the stairs and then sprint forward, but be behind the tree and stuff. But yeah, if you crouch here early, the awareness indicator flash is delayed. If you crouch late, you get the awareness indicator flash, and then you're alerted later. But yeah, just from what I've played around with here, I think it's best if you crouch early and then sprint, but make sure you're sprinting far to the right.
Hey, you see that?
If you sprint far to the left, you and then again, getting hit doesn't really matter right there, but yeah, it looks like no matter what, if you sprint too far to the left, yeah, the tree isn't in the guy to the left's line of sight, no matter what you do. So you want to make sure you're sprinting far to the right. Same goes for even if you like decide to sprint for a while. Make sure you're far enough to the right.
Yeah, I did too. Let's go.
That guy to the right seems to push forward a bit. You see, same result, so it doesn't really matter. So, crouch, sprint to the right, no alert, and then crouch, sprint, climb, climb, climb. Nice and simple. You can sprint held down the whole time. And then when you get in here, there's a weird checkpoint in here. It's as soon as you get to these little steps right here. 626. Right there? Nope. Like right there. Yeah, as soon as you step on one of these small little steps right here. Checkpoint, not encounter, checkpoint. And then you want, just like I mentioned before, you want the arrow to be the last thing you held in your hand. So you can pull it out a little faster. You can also use the D-pad, it's just a little bit slower. And if you have two arrows, you can get them like that. Hold on, let me do that a little bit better.
There she is!
Ow. Gotta make sure you fire this thing. What's interesting is you don't have to have the string pulled back that much. Let me show you.
I see her!
See that? I barely had it pulled. That applies, I've noticed, that applies to humans. It does not apply to infected. Even though I'm alerted. Here, watch. I barely had the string pulled back. I noticed that when I did Left Behind for a while. On grounded in the alert phase, this might only apply to grounded because your guns do a little more damage, but if you just do that, it's still a kill. It's very interesting, but yeah. Anyway, get your arrow out, do that. If you have a second arrow, you can do that. If not, we're gonna go back a little bit. If not, you can do you can use a bottle. Because Ellie loses her stuff after this anyway.
You see that?
Yeah, you want that tree in his line of sight. I sprinted for too long. Whatever. Literally doesn't matter.
You're trapped in here.
On this side of the lawn!
Checkpoint. And then... Or you can do this. And then boom. Restart checkpoint. And you go. And from this point forward, you lose all your supplies anyway. So triangle. Mash square. Should I show anything off again? You know, just because. I'll do it. I'll do that all one more time. It doesn't really matter when you do it. Just know. Crouch. Sprint. Keep that tree in both of their lines of sight.
Go check it out. You see that?
What you want to do right here is dependent on how safe you want to play it. And yeah, just go.
I'm going to get trapped in here.
On this side of the lawn!
Checkpoint. Restart checkpoint. If you don't do this restart checkpoint, it's not really about time. You would otherwise have to kill 4 enemies 2 outside and 2 inside. But by doing this checkpoint, it despawns the ones that are outside, so you only have to deal with these 2 in here. Get the bow out. Boom. I'll use a bottle on him. And then, yeah, either 2 arrows or an arrow and a bottle. It's up to you. And then we go.
Relax. Keeping you alive here. There you go. There you go.
Okay, skip cutscene. Now this is another cutscene right here where you want to watch all the way through. It's a little bit faster. Give me 1 sec. All right, here we go. So this is the same cutscene. Watch when the timer starts up again, just like before. He's able to take a full couple steps before you can move. And also notice, he's in front of these pipes right here. He's to the left of these pipes. Now there's revolver ammo we want to pick up, so we pick it up there and then we go for the stairs. And one more time, just look when the timer starts back up. He's able to move and the timer's still paused. So that's why we want to watch this cutscene play out. But watch where it places him if we do skip cutscene. So we were over there. We're over here now for some reason. Like before we were right here. Like the timer started up maybe like right here. But now instead it places us over here. The timer starts right away and we got to keep going. So yeah, definitely one of those scenarios you want to make sure you watch that cutscene through. And yeah. No matter what though, we want to get these 3 revolver bullets that are right there. They're kind of blended into the background so they're hard to see. But yeah, they're right there. So you would pick it up like so, and then head up the stairs. Now, this may be hard to notice, but there is actually a movement difference with sprint held down and without sprint held down. You can hear the footstep difference. So right here, the entire time you do want sprint held down, okay? Even though it looks like there's nothing, you gotta do it.
Where the hell are you?
Okay. Same thing for here, and then eventually he'll get his running back. And then we go. Now, how many bullets do we have? Remember I mentioned before in the previous tutorial. Joel, as long as you reloaded the revolver when he was limping, he'll wake up with 6. Those 3 extra bullets there, which are important, gives us 9. But how many do we have? We have 11. Why 11? Because I mentioned in university, and if you're lucky, in science lab, every revolver bullet you pick up but don't reload, that's how many extra bullets you have when you wake up. So again, there's the 6, as long as you reloaded the thing when he's limping, and then there's the 3 extra we picked up. There's 9. So in university, we picked up 2 revolver bullets, and that's correct, I remember that. Yeah, we picked up 2 revolver bullets, and we didn't reload them. We have that many more revolver bullets right here. So check that they're reloaded. We have the shotgun out because that was the last left holster gun we have. And yeah, the game, because the revolver was forced into our hands when we were limping out of the science lab, we're forced to have the revolver out. And the shotgun was the last left holster gun we had as well when he got impaled. So that's what we have there. Now, shotgun, any shotgun ammo you have right here is extra. You can use it if, like, say you want to reload your revolver instead, but you don't have time. You can use a shotgun. It's not mandatory at all, but I really like having 1 shotgun shell for tunnel. Not for alerting enemies or anything, but there's a trick you do on the guy we call Mr. Clicker, where we shoot him and then hit triangle to boost Ellie over. It's a lot easier to do with a shotgun than it is like a right holster gun. So I like having 1 shotgun shell for tunnel just for that reason. It's not for offensive. It's really just for a trick that we do. And, yeah.
Where'd she run off to?
Okay. As for this encounter right here, first of all, oh my gosh, super, super important. At some point when Joel wakes up, maybe during the cutscene, you want to switch the reticle back because I prefer not having a circle reticle. Okay, we're done playing as Ellie. No more rifle gameplay. We are done. All right. So we're going to yes, swap the reticle back. It's very easy to forget. Yeah. Okay, now this restart checkpoint, it doesn't really save time in terms of your movement, but remember, we're sprinting and holding forward, so we want to regain our sprint. So a little bit past this patch of ice, just keep going, a little bit past this patch of ice, the encounter begins and the gate in front of us is about to open. Okay, so update the save file, restart checkpoint, and here we go. This is more, it gives us our sprint back.
Here he is.
Alright, I missed. I should have been aiming down. We'll do this a few times. This encounter can be tricky.
Over there. Shit. Where is she? One way or another, you're gonna tell me. Keep running.
That's not supposed to happen. Okay, ignore the punch. That was basically perfect. Okay. Let me do that one more time, and then, like, explain it. Because that was kind of a weird attempt.
He's over there. Shit. Where is she? One way or another, you're gonna tell me. Don't let him get you.
I didn't mean to pick up that bullet.
Keep running.
It didn't affect me, though. Okay, that was better. Okay, yeah, if you're gonna pick up ammo they drop, do the weapon swapping, but it's not really necessary, to be honest with you. Okay, how do I explain this one? Well, you've probably noticed, we only want to kill the enemies with the guns. When they open the gate, there's one enemy with a pistol and one guy with nothing. We're going to leave that guy that has nothing alone. We're just going to leave him alone. And then there's a third enemy that has a gun as well. But he takes cover behind the fence. Sometimes he peeks at you, sometimes he just stays there. If he stays there, you can just run past him. But most of the time, he'll peek, and then you just want to do that. You do all of this offense with sprint held down, okay? Because after you're done aiming and shooting, which has to be quick, if you keep holding sprint, you're just going to take off when you let go of aim again. So I pretty much always have sprint held down and the left stick held forward when I do this, because you just don't have the time to not hold forward. Okay. And as you've noticed, the first enemy with the gun, the alert happens, and then where's he going to be? Sometimes he stays put, sometimes he like falls off to the left, sometimes he falls off to the right. Just react to what he does, okay? So get this first enemy muscle memory, all right? Sprint and forward are almost always held down during this. He's to the left. Get him. And then
One way or another, you're gonna tell me.
If this guy peeks at you, you take him out. And then when you get between the fence, the tired sprinting will happen.
Keep running.
The tired sprint will happen. That's when you let go for a second, then hold it back down, only for 1 second. You don't have to refill the whole thing by, like, letting go for 2 seconds or something. Just 1 second, as early as, like this. And then go. It's pretty much always happens when you get between the doorway there. Now, the reason you want to be quick here is because once you get the dialogue here, keep running, they're not going to shoot, okay? They're going to run away from you. But if you don't make it there in time, they will shoot. That's why you need to be quick. And also, let's stay with this part right here. This enemy without a gun can be a problem if you run too far to the left.
Get over there.
See, watch. If you hang left here...
One way or another, you're gonna tell me. Move it.
Just know he can be a problem. He didn't hit me there, but he can be a problem. All right? The way to avoid that is to hug the right side. So where's he going to be? He's going to be left.
Quit that, asshole.
Where is
So
she?
I'm just going to...
Well, where now that you gotta tell me?
This guy can be a problem. Of course, I'm trying to show it off. It's not showing off. If you run past him, there's a chance he can throw punches. As long as you stay to the right, I've never had him punch me. Okay? So react to this first guy. Sprint and forward are always held down. React to this guy. He's either staying put to the left or to the right. If this guy peeks, you gotta take care of him.
You gotta tell me.
And then let go of sprint, then hold it back down. Now watch what happens. If you don't make it there in time... Oh, God. He followed me. Yeah. If you don't make it to that invisible line in the ground to trigger, keep running, they're aggressive. That's why you have to be quick. Okay? Here we go. Let's do it again. Okay. I don't know why he's always being left. He seems to always be going to the right for me. Again, this guy with the gun can be in 3 different places. Staying put, moving that way, or moving that way. Just react to what you see. You don't want to hit him right away. Like right there. Because you want to be able to sprint forward.
Where is she?
Move it!
Well, where now that you gotta tell me?
If he doesn't peek, just go. Okay? Keep running. Let go. Hold back down. If you want to save revolver ammo, you can do that. Just make sure you have 1 shotgun shell when you're leaving here. I don't know what else to mention. Yeah, like I said right there, you got to let go, sprint once, and hold it back down. But if the second enemy with the pistol doesn't peek, you can keep going. You might take damage, but risk reward. You know, you can't. Let me play around with one thing here. I want to see if this is worth it at all. Like killing him right away. I don't know if it is.
Where is she? Well, where now that you gotta tell me?
I don't really think that's worth it. I will say, though, that is a... Oh, God. It's not going to work. Technically, we're still okay, but...
Hey, he's
Technically okay, but... Yeah, I didn't like that because I feel like I had to line up the shot a little bit better. I prefer when I'm able to sprint forward a little bit. So, like, killing him earlier, or later. Alright, he's to the right that time. Like that. And then, is he going to peek or not?
Well, where now that you gotta tell me?
He's not going to peek. He's shooting at me, though. But we're good. Remember, they're horrible shots when they're shooting your back.
Keep running.
Optional, you know? I don't know what else to mention. Again, you gotta be quick. And... Let's say you know you're not gonna make it in time. Just trying to think of a backup.
He's over there.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. The guy took a bullet for his buddy. That's the problem with him running to the left.
Oh shit, he's over there.
Yeah, I missed. He's in the middle. Yeah. This is why I like to upgrade weapon sway in the elevator shaft.
There he is.
Like that. That was good.
Where is she? Well, where now that you gotta tell me?
Let go. Hold back down. If you know you're not going to make it in time, you can do this.
dead, asshole!
I wouldn't recommend it. Why are they not moving? Okay, don't do that. I think what I'm thinking of is if all the enemies are killed. Yeah. Let me try this again. If you know you're not going to make it in time, like just something happens.
Over there. You're gonna pay for that. Where
Like,
is
oh,
she?
I'm running late. There's no way
Where now that you gotta tell me?
There's no way I'm going to make it in time. Then just do this instead. Crouch. They don't know you're here, I think. And then go?
Keep running.
Yeah, and then go. It's a strategy I remember from a long time ago. Yeah, that's something else to mention. Once they start running, they're not aggressive, okay? I remember there was a strategy. Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what it is. If you want to do this instead...
He's over there.
Shit. You're gonna pay for
and
that.
kill them
Where is
early.
she?
Let's say you just want to be a little more comfortable and kill them early. They're eventually going to lose sight of you. So then what you do is you crouch into this area, and then this.
Keep running!
Then they just run away from you. But see how they had to be re-alerted to you? It's one of those things. That'll happen if you kill the 3 of them early. If you kill them late, I think the alert is always going to be in process. In progress. So, yeah, when you make it there, they're going to be aggressive. But, yeah, it's just a backup you can do if you know you aren't going to make... Here, we can play around with this area now. If you're positive you're not going to be able to make it to, like, that spot in the ground right there in time, just try and do that, and then when you keep running, you know they're not going to be aggressive towards you. But as for the strategy that you're supposed to do, let me get a perfect performance here.
He's over there.
Don't miss. Come on.
There he is. Shit.
There we go.
Where
Hang to
is
the
she?
right.
Move
Well, where now that you gotta
So
tell
you're not
me.
punched. Let go. Hold back down. You got to do that once. And then as long as you're fast enough, I'm not fast enough.
Keep running! Pay for that!
Yeah, just one of those things. And you really don't want that to happen because it's not so much the next Joel part. That damage will carry into the next part. It's not so much the first area you need to be worried about, it's the second area. There's a chance he can get shot. Not a high chance. Like, it's okay if he has this amount of health heading into the next part, but you'd prefer he doesn't. Let's get a good performance. I'm not exactly showing this area off the best.
He's over there.
You just need to be quick here while also getting
Where
these
is
enemies with
she?
guns out of
Well,
your
where
way.
now that you gotta tell
Let
me.
go of sprint, hold back down, and we should be good. Keep running. All right, there you can let go of sprint, then hold it back down. And get one of the enemies out of your way so the jumps can be better. Okay, that was perfect right there. I need to play those two back to back. That was very, very strange. I do think internally there is a randomness to this area with regards to those last 3 enemies that run with you, because these attempts were pretty much the same. But here, watch this. This was the attempt where I took a lot of damage.
Where is she?
But I pretty much performed it the
Where
same.
now that you gotta tell me.
Let go, sprint, hold it back down, and look where the enemy is. This one guy. He's already right there, so I knew he was going to hit me. I knew he was going to hit me. But then I did the same exact thing, and that guy was a lot further back.
Over there. Shit. Where is she? Well, where now that you gotta tell me.
The only difference I've noticed so far was maybe when I killed the first enemy. See how much further back they are?
Keep running!
I killed the first enemy a little bit earlier that time. Or it just could be random. One of those things. The thing is, I noticed he was going to be aggressive, so maybe I should have dealt with him. I don't know. Maybe something to play around with here. Hit him.
Where is she?
He's not
Well,
peeking,
where now that you gotta tell
so
me.
I'm just going to go right past him. And he's really far away.
Keep running!
We're just gonna get him out of our way and go. I can't really think of anything else. Again, if you want to do this strategy right here, where it's 1, 2, 3,
Where is she?
you're obviously not going to be able to make it to that spot in time. So what you want to do is, like, crouch, and then when you get here, go.
Keep running!
And then you get to that spot that forces them to run, and yeah. So that's an alternative strat if you're not comfortable with the other, but it's clearly not as fast. So...
There he is.
So there's one. Keep moving forward. You peeked at me. Let go of sprint. Hold it back down. Let's see. Where's this guy gonna be? He's cutting it close. I cut it close. I probably should have shot him and then kept going. You have enough revolver ammo to be able to do that. So yeah, I'm adding that to the official strategy. When you round the corner, because that was perfectly performed right here. You get him quickly. You keep going. You get him. Let go of sprint. Hold it back down. I'm adding this to the strat. Is he close or not? I'll make it. See that? I knew I would make it. Let go of sprint to get it back. Get him out of our way because he can slow you down, and then you're good. Let me just do it a couple more times because we got to move on. But yeah, that's...
There he is.
Boom. Hang to the right. Ow. Dude, this was in my way, so I couldn't see him because I was hanging to the right. Just keeps throwing stuff at me here. Boom.
Where is she?
Go. Let go, sprint. Hold it back down. Alright. How close is this guy? He's... I don't know. Boom. As you can see, that'll still work. Alright, he won't shoot you, but he will... Like, look, he's kind of... He's kind of stuck, I think. Yeah, they're both kind of just stuck. This area is weird, as you've noticed.
Here he is.
Is he gonna do anything? See how they're... You see how weird it is? Okay, yeah, so they technically are... What about you? Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. Is that gonna... Oh, there's the begging. Yeah. Weird area. Yeah, sprint and forward. Get him.
Where is she?
He peeked. Get him. Let go of sprint. Hold it back down. Is this guy far enough ahead? He's not. It was close, though. But that was a judgment call. This guy's stuck here forever. Don't look behind him. But yeah, that guy's planted in that spot forever. And then you just go. Let me show... Hold on. Let me show this strategy again, because this all of a sudden looks a little more appealing. So you can always do that, but then, again, you can't do the same thing. You sprint as far as you can go. Crouch.
Keep running.
And then go. So that is an option. But like I said, not nearly as fast. All right, one more good one, then we'll move on.
There he is.
Boom.
Where is she?
Boom.
Well, where now that you're gonna tell me?
Let go of sprint. Hang to the right so he doesn't punch you. All right, is he far enough? I just decided to risk it there. I don't want to lose the brick. All right, yeah. That's probably an instance I would use the shotgun, because I do want to conserve some revolver ammo. Yeah, I've never seen... Like, I played around with this a lot. For some reason.
Where is she? Well, where now that you're gonna tell me?
For some reason, this guy is, like, a lot further ahead than he's supposed to be.
Keep running.
See that? It's kind of weird. Don't punch me. Thank you. And then we'll go. We can reload the gun later, and then, yeah, there we go. Okay, that was not shown off well, but if you're fast enough, you'll see. it works. It's just if that guy in the red jacket is too close to where he's going to stand before he turns and shoots you, it becomes a little more complicated. So, yeah, just one of those things. I cannot really see how we can move faster than what we were doing there. Kill the guy with the gun, kill the guy with the gun, and then move forward. So, I don't know. And you saw, when we killed all 3 of them, those 3 enemies were there waiting for us when we rounded the corner. So that's how much slower that other strat is. But yeah, again, I'm sorry I didn't show that off as good as I could, but yeah, just one of those things.
Gotcha, asshole.
I mean, you do have to mash square here.
Hold still. Oh, shit.
Alright, this next area is fun. I like it. Alright, it's going to be 2 skip cutscenes back to back. There's one, there's another. And we're going to go. We're just going to sprint forward and hit triangle on the door, and then there's a checkpoint.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Alright, this one. As soon as the game recognizes this as an encounter. Like there. Restart checkpoint places us a little bit further inside here.
I need a gun.
And we're gonna go. Okay. I'll do this, I'll do the whole thing once, and then we'll go. I'll explain it.
We heard gunshots. Infected. By the fence!
I'm saying we could have a real situation here.
We already have a situation. We're gonna take care of it.
I hear you running.
Okay. So she always gets shot once there. A second shot would probably kill her. Like, again, you have the chance of getting critically hit and grazed there. 2 critical hits will kill her. But 1, that's the reason I run to the left there, is because you have those beams in her way. But, yeah, let's go back. It should put us right in the same spot. Alright, that was actually a perfect performance. Believe it or not. First of all, move this out of the way. Alright, we're going to leap through here, but you don't want to be holding sprint when you land. Because of that. You do not want to have that happen. And fun fact, every enemy here has a revolver, because revolver is the only gun Ellie can have. So, yeah. That's pretty much the only reason why. Yeah, first things first, do not sprint. You can sprint leap, but don't be holding sprint when she lands, like that. Then we're going to get this bottle and use this as a beam, like we're going to use that as like a barrier, so they don't spot us.
I need a gun.
And when you get on the other side of that barrier, you want to crouch. So yeah, we want to get this bottle. Still standing, and then when we get here, you want to crouch. That way nobody can spot you. And then just run past this guy. He will put the gun away so he doesn't shoot us. And I just want to tell you right there, doing that strategy exactly, I have never, ever been shot in my back. Never, ever, never. As long as you're doing that, I don't think you can. I'm sure it'll happen someday. But, yeah. Moving forward, you want to climb these jogging, because the climbing speed is the same as sprinting, but we need to get our sprint back. So you want to climb these 2 jogging, and then you want to throw a bottle at this person, but you don't want to do it right away, because the the lock-on sometimes it doesn't work. Here, look. Okay, it hit him, but it didn't lock onto him. Okay? You gotta trust me on that one. And then you don't want to sprint, because then you can, what is it? Yeah, you want to climb those two things in a jogging animation, not sprinting. And then you want to delay the throw long enough so that it locks onto him so you don't whiff. But you don't want to take too long. So, here, hold on 1 second. I'll just pull up my record here. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Look at the timing I do here. So I let go of sprint right here, climb.
You over there? He's gone. I see him.
And then what you want to do there, after you throw it,
He's gone.
you want to count out 1 second. Notice how the alert isn't there. The guy that I threw the bottle at is the one who talks there. Here, listen.
You over there? He's gone.
So by not sprinting right away, you're actually delaying the alert for an extra second or two. Okay? If you were to sprint
You over there?
right here, the alert would begin. Okay? So by delaying it
He's gone.
and then starting sprint right here, you're delaying the alert so you don't
I see him.
end up getting shot right there. And then the last enemy right here. You sprint forward, and I look to the right. If this enemy, you can see my mouse, so
I see him.
if this enemy,
Right here.
one of the remaining enemies, is over here, you have to crouch and wait for him to just stop aiming. If he is anywhere else, over here, in this case he was right there, you can keep sprinting. Okay? So we'll do the first part a couple more times, and then we'll treat the last part as like there's a checkpoint at the very end. So yeah,
I need a gun.
yeah, this area is not that bad. Sprint forward, let go of sprint, pick up the bottle, walk this way, crouch, get to the door, and then sprint forward. You can sprint to his left or right depending on he is. He's got two different walking animations. You won't get shot there. Let go of sprint right now. Climb to the right.
Is she over there?
Boom.
Nah, she's gone.
See that? Nah, she's gone. She just bottled me in the face, but nah, she's gone. All right, where is he? He's right there, so we're just going to keep going. Because it's very important you don't take damage. Could you imagine getting shot by a revolver and then getting shot in the next part? You're dead. So, yeah. Check. I just want to check something. Don't climb this thing up here.
Here she is.
Because then he'll spot you. By climbing it over
They're everywhere.
here, the alert is delayed by a tiny bit. So it's better to do it from here than it is there. But yeah, when you climb that crate, make sure it's to the right so he doesn't see you out of the corner of his eye. So let go of sprint, triangle on the bottle, crouch, sprint when you get right about here, run to his left or right, doesn't matter. You won't get shot. I've never been shot there. I'm sure it'll happen someday, but it's never happened. Let go of sprint, climb up the right side, throw it at him. Delay the sprint, then go. And then, let's look. He's right there, so we're good. Basically, if he's right here, he's going to shoot you when you cross there. So, yeah, we'll do it one more
I
time
need a gun.
to see if we get any weird occurrences. Now, the area is pretty consistent, except for that very last enemy before you sprint. Bottle pickup, crouch to the door, a little bit before the door, and go. You notice that guy, when you get close to him, he puts his revolver away because he wants to punch you, but then you move past him by the time he actually does that. Let go, climb the right side. Boom. Sprint, crouch. Now let's see where this guy is.
Behind those cars.
Right, he's still over there. just know, if he's over in that spot, you have to crouch and wait for him to move, okay? You know, I'll give him one... I don't think this works from a restart checkpoint. I was going to say, I'll give him one more chance. I don't know if this area works the same. Yeah, it doesn't really. Like, this guy's probably... close there. If he's right there, you have to wait for him to move. See that? Sometimes he's right there. If you just keep sprinting, you're gonna get shot in between, like, the very small gap between the cars. Like this building and that car. So, if he is there, and it doesn't hurt to look, you have to crouch behind the car and just wait. Okay? We'll do this one more time, see if he's there, and then we'll move on to the very last part. Also, make sure you don't have any damage taken. Yeah, that throw the bottle strat doesn't seem to work from a restart checkpoint, like the delay of the alert. All right, let's see. Let go, climb, throw.
She's not here.
Yeah, she's not here.
Right here.
All right, where's this guy? He's over there, so we keep going. Get this bottle, and then right at the corner of this building, there's a checkpoint. 642.14. That should be good. Yep, there we go. Checkpoint. Let's go again. And okay, how do I explain this part? Well, we can do this as many times as we want. First of all, when you climb, you can climb this thing sprinting, but don't take a step in sprint. Hold on. Don't take a step in sprint. Otherwise, you're alerted. Okay. Yeah, it's that one that hears us. So yeah, when you climb this thing, let go of sprint, just like the beginning. Now right here, it's up to you what you want to do. You can do that, but I sometimes get shot here. You saw that I got 3 bullets that were very close to me. Sometimes I get shot there. So a way to lower the chance of you taking damage there, because that would be horrible, is I do a crouch and then go. Sprint leap. He's a little bit further away from us. And it makes sense to do that because, I mean, you may get out of the window earlier, but this enemy is still, you know, look at him. He's walking towards us, right? He's walking towards us, and then gets right there. So the further away you can get him from you, right here, the better. I just want to try something real quick. It probably won't work. It's best not to try stuff during a tutorial, but I just want to... He's blocking the door. I don't see how this would work.
Here she is!
Yeah, he blocks the door, so I thought maybe I could do a situation where he'd put the gun away, but it doesn't seem to work. He blocks the door too much. Okay. By the way, we need this bottle for the David fight, so don't use it, okay? Okay. So for added safety, I like to do a quick little that, and then that. For a little bit of added safety. And then crouch behind here to regain your sprint, and then you just go. This guy is the biggest problem right here.
Surround her.
Keep her down.
But you don't want to sprint too late, because I'm kind of fucked right here. Oh, hey there. Yeah, the enemy... all I'm thinking here is, technically, you can trigger the thing where you get close to the enemy, he puts the gun away, and then goes for combat, like melee, but... I wouldn't do that here. I really wouldn't. I would seriously just stick to what we were doing. So putting all that together so far, sprint, climb, do that. Whether you want to crouch first or not, again, it's more likely you'll get shot if you stand the whole time. I like to do one little crouch for added consistency. When you get here, it's to avoid being shot, but it's also to refill some sprint. Once you wait about 1.5 seconds or so, put the camera off that guy and just go. And then for added safety, I like to run to the left here because there's more cover. You technically don't need to, but why wouldn't you, right? So yeah, that's that last part. Sprint climb, let go of sprint. For added safety, I like to crouch, sprint leap through the window, crouch behind cover, and then go. And then get behind the things of cover, and you're good. Eventually, you'll want to, you know, we don't want the tired sprint, so eventually when she does, just let go for 1 second. And I'm going to do all of this one more time. Straight from there. And then we'll get to the David fight. Let go of sprint. Pick up the bottle. Have that in the enemy's path. Crouch to about here. Sprint to his right. You'll never get shot there. If you do, the universe hates you. Let go of sprint and climb the right side. Climb it again. Throw. Delay the sprint by just a tiny bit. And then go. Where's this guy? I'm gonna go for it. See, he was to the right. He was a little bit far to the right. So there's a checkpoint right there. I want to go over that spot. That one was a little bit of a gamble, but I noticed he was far enough to the right. Okay? Like, I'm talking about that one spot he can be, so that if you do sprint the entire way, you're kind of fucked. Okay? It's, So let's see where he is. He was right there. If he's to the left of that car, if you sprint the whole way, you end up getting shot right there. He was just far enough to the right that I knew this would still work, okay? And then once again, if he is in that one spot where he can shoot you, you want to crouch right here, wait to the edge of the truck right here, and then wait for the guy to stop aiming at you. He could put the gun down, he could look away, he could go and crouch behind something. Anything to where he's not just like doing this with his hands up, okay? And then you go. I wasn't able to show it off, but you got to trust me. Okay, restart checkpoint, remember, not encounter. Sprint climb, let go of sprint. For added safety, crouch, sprint leap. Through the right window. It can be, hold on. It's very easy to leap through the wrong window. Here, look. Oh, I don't want that window. I don't want that window. It still ended up working. Oh god, he's right there. I almost got through him. That's why you don't want to wait too long, okay? He'll end up blocking your path. But yeah, make sure when you leap through the window to the right, it's actually the window to the right. So overdo the camera, okay? Boom. Crouch. I don't know where he is, but I'm going. And then ow. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Let go of sprint. Hold it back down. It's scary. It's a scary strategy, okay? But that's pretty much it, okay? When the checkpoint goes away, right there, restart checkpoint, places us inside. Okay, now I'm definitely gonna make a file right here. How much damage you have here doesn't matter. Also, this is really funny. Look what happens if you hold sprint, but you have the bottle out. Watch this. Watch this. Look at the fucking bottle. Isn't that stupid? Remake. Where did she even put that away? Looks even more stupid when she runs with it. It's not even facing the right direction. Whatever. That's just for funnies. Anyway, I mentioned we need a bottle for this David fight. Unlike the original, any brick or bottle you carry into this fight, you actually get to keep. So that's why we want it in here. Okay. This med kit is optional, but I'm going to pick it up anyway. It's for a reason. You don't have to pick it up, but, yeah.
Easy
to track.
How did you do
All right. You know what? I'll do it like normal, and then I'll go back and explain it.
It's all right.
You can do this from a restart encounter, and it's okay. I think.
Nowhere to go. You want out? Gonna have to come get these keys.
Yeah, I wouldn't hit R1.
That was good, kid. It's gonna be all right. You know, you keep surprising me. Aha.
If that looked weird, it's because it was. There's a glitch where you can throw the bottle and stab him, and then the animation is fast-forwarded. I haven't gotten that on my screen in a long time. I don't know what triggers it. It's probably how fast you throw. Maybe you have to not be moving. I don't know what triggers it on purpose, but it actually does speed things up. Yeah, you throw, and then you mash triangle. Square doesn't work. Even though square is for the knife, it doesn't work. Every prompt has to be with triangle. But, yeah, let's go back to this. That was funny. Like I said, the med kit right there is optional, but it's right there. It doesn't lose any time. Yeah, I guess I could act this out before. So, yeah, first thing you do, the first wave is super easy. You just crouch the whole way. You get right here. You can't move, like, the whole way. You just wait right here until David gets to about the corner, and then you go. And then you just want to mash triangle. Halfway through, there's a checkpoint. I'm actually going to take advantage of that because the first encounter is so easy. Okay.
You're easy to track.
Yeah, square will not work. Only triangle will. Here, I'll show that off once, okay?
It's all right.
Because I think you can actually get like some kind of funny effect there.
Nowhere to go. You want out?
So yeah, this first wave you want to mash
Come get these
triangle,
keys.
not square. Here, watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, so it has to be triangle. If you do this from a restart encounter, I think
No one
you're
that's
still good.
infected fights this hard to stay alive.
No, you're not. Oh, I remember losing a run here because let's say let's say that you fail, you have to do it again. This strategy will not work. So you have to do something else. I remember what that is. You need to like
No one that's infected fights this hard to stay alive.
you need to go this way.
I gotta get those keys.
And you need to be fast because then he'll turn
What
around.
is it, Ellie?
He'll turn around the other way. The reason this won't work the other way, hold on. Your watch.
No one that's infected fights this hard to stay alive.
So I do these little stand up and crouches.
Gotta get those keys.
Here, watch this.
So what is it?
If I go this way, he's going to turn back around.
Mid.
Okay, he spotted me once. Hold on.
No one that's infected fights this hard to stay alive.
Nope. Hold on. This is why you don't want to go this way. He's like looking directly at
No
you.
one that's infected fights this hard to stay alive.
Yeah, I can't even get to that point anymore. No, I can't even get to that spot.
No one that's infected fights this hard to stay alive.
Yeah, I can't even get it to happen.
girl.
Look, hold on, hold on. If he turns back around, yeah, he's fucked. But if you notice, if I am able to make it to that spot without getting spotted, he would turn around this way. And if you try and stab him from here, he'll be looking at you. So you want to do this. You can't crouch walk your way
No
there.
one that's infected fights
takes
this
too
hard
long.
to stay alive.
And if you step over the plates, he doesn't hear it because you're moving fast enough. But you see, you don't make it in time to stab him. His movement is the same as long as he doesn't spot you. But yeah, he'll turn around this way. This is a very, very important backup. Because as you saw, if you try and do the same strategy,
No one that's infected fights this hard to stay alive.
it's just not going to work. And you need to save that bottle for the last encounter because he could be fucking anywhere. Okay? So, yes, the strategy here is to incorporate those little stand-ups. And because you're moving so quickly, or David hasn't gotten to a specific spot, he won't react to the plates being walked over. So really, you just have to...
No one that's infected fights this hard to stay
You got to do
alive.
those little stand-ups. And then when you get here, he won't react to the plates, and then you get right here.
So what is it?
And then the area can be performed the same right after this because of where you stabbed him. But yeah, that is an extremely important backup. One time I lost a record because for some reason I failed the first stab from the door, like without doing a restart encounter, and then I didn't have a backup. This is the backup. You have to do these little stand-ups, but they have to be fast. Once you get here, you're fine. And you have to approach from this way because of the way he turns around. See that? Keep that in your memory and practice that. That's a very important backup strat. However, once we get right here, it'll play out the same way every time. You want to do that restart checkpoint. Here, hold on.
No one that's infected fights this hard to stay alive.
Yeah, just like that. That's fine.
I gotta get those keys.
As long as he doesn't spot you. So when you get the stab, the checkpoint is when the camera changes. Right there. That right there is a checkpoint. And I love how happy Ellie is right here. Look at that. She's so happy. Anyway. The very moment the camera turns, restart checkpoint. And she's already like falling off of him. So. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, now this movement right here is very, very specific. Just hold straight left and then get behind cover. And you see it has to be done quickly because he is aggressive here. It has to be done quickly. And then he'll walk away. When he turns his head, crouch forward and get him. Now this strategy can also be done from a restart checkpoint. The very moment... Here. If you fail at that strategy, what you can do is the very moment the camera goes back, you can do that same strategy, but a lot slower. Okay? Here, what do we have here? 6:50:19.
It's gonna be all right.
I think it's as soon as the camera goes back. Hold on. Come on. Right there. Still not right there. Okay. Right there. Okay. So it's like a frame after the camera switches. If you restart checkpoint there, the strategy is exactly the same. It's just done a lot slower. See that? So it's the same strat, just done a lot slower. The movement is the same, though. So this is a good way to practice the movement. Literally, like, anticipate you being able to move, and then just hold straight left, and then get behind cover.
Keep surprising me.
Like so. But if done from a restart checkpoint, it's, yeah, it's, slower. Okay, now the last strat is to pull out a bottle and throw it at David, which should be easy, right? There's one thing you can do wrong. First of all, you have to get a certain distance away from him. Second of all, you have to time when you hit down. If you just hit down whenever you feel like it, like right here. See that? She didn't take out the bottle, and now she's kind of fucked. There's square not working. There's square not working, by the way. Okay. Yeah, basically, if you hit down prematurely, Ellie does nothing. So mashing down doesn't help either. What you want to do is hit down. What you want to do is hit down right at around the point David starts moving towards you. That way you don't have to mash it and you can just time it. So sprint away from him. When you notice him regain control of himself again, hit down and just throw. All right? There's one more thing to mention. This is specifically for the second bottle throw. This is specifically for the second stab. This doesn't apply. It obviously doesn't apply to the third stab, and it does not apply to the first stab because there's like a specific camera changing animation for the first stab. But for the second stab, if you have the bottle in your hands when you stab him, you basically stab him with the bottle and it breaks. Okay? You're able to see it too. We can also practice this a little bit more.
It's gonna be all right.
So if you have the bottle in your hands when you get this stab specifically, the bottle shatters. So then, oh, you're fucked. You're fucked right now, okay? And I don't have a I don't have a strat for this, okay? So that's the reason for the med kit. Let's say hypothetically it's like I'm doing yeah, I don't know how to do the last part with no bottle. I think I had a strat for it. Hold on. Yeah, backup strats here are just as important as the main strategies. But yeah, that right there is the reason we pick up the med kit. Okay?
That was good, kid.
Let's say hypothetically you're doing this and you just pull a brain fart and it's like, oh no. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Probably because I was swapping to the bottle. If that happens, you notice like, oh no, I'm about to die. Restart checkpoint, you do it from here.
You know, you keep surprising
Like,
me.
oh no, I have a bottle out. What do I do? There's nothing else to select. Medkit. See that?
Shame you went.
You stab him with the medkit. There's nothing. Okay, here's here's where a checkpoint places you. This is the third stab. If for whatever reason you fail the bottle strategy on the third stab, there's a thing right. I usually do this. I step over the bottles and then I don't remember where he's gonna be. I think he's from over there. I think he's over there. I'm gonna stand up just because I don't.
Whoops.
I'm just gonna step over the bottles. I remember him coming from over there. Yeah, there he is. See, it's just one of those things. Like, if you need a backup strat, here's one for you.
Careful.
Yeah, I think it's random where he is as well. He's over there, so I'm just gonna...
Trying to be clever again.
Yeah, again, I'm just trying to, on the fly, come up with a backup strategy.
Oops.
He's over there this time.
No, that's...
Oh, there you go. That's a pretty good backup.
Oh, no.
Assuming that that's actually consistent. Yeah, there you go. Backup strategy. Okay. Let's do all of this from the very beginning. That is the only reason, by the way, that whole bottle stab is the only reason why I pick up the medkit in this area. You don't lose any time picking it up as long as you do it, you know, cleanly. But, yeah, it's one of those things if you just space out for a second and you accidentally hit down, it's good to have that there. Again, we restart checkpoint. Pick it up in case you miss it. If you don't pick, like you said, if you don't pick it up, it's perfectly fine.
You're easy to track.
Because when you do get that second stab, you have nothing in your hands already. All right? And you'll have nothing in your hands as long as you don't hit anything on the D-pad.
That's all right.
So main strategy again.
Nowhere to go.
She crouch walks pretty fast.
You want out? Gonna have to come
Even if you have the bottle out here, you won't lose it. Wait for him to move a little bit further and then go. And then mash triangle.
I know you know.
When the camera changes, right there, restart checkpoint.
That was good, kid.
Hold left and then up. This has to be done quickly. Like so. Practice that. When he turns his head, go. And then the timing for this one, remember. Down.
Atta girl.
Just like that. Okay? The key part with that is hitting down at the right time. Okay? Okay. For one more time, let's go over the backup strategy for every single area. Okay? Because that was a perfect fight. This fight is very easy when you play around with it a little bit. Very consistent. So that was a perfect normal try. We'll go over every single backup strategy that there is.
You're easy to track. How did you do it? That's all right. There's nowhere to go.
Like something that can go wrong here without you meaning to do it is like, I meant to stop at the corner here, but I kept going. Oh no, that's really bad. Alright, we have to restart and counter. Remember the backup strat. Do like 3 quick little stand-up crouches. You can't stay standing for long, but you gotta do them a few times. And then approach him from that way. And then checkpoint's the same. Okay?
That was good, kid.
The only backup strategy you can do here is like, oh no, I didn't get behind the corner in time. Oh no. Okay, restart checkpoint. You do the same thing.
You know, you keep surprising me.
Make sure you don't have the bottle out. If you do, swap to the med kit
Shame you wouldn't come around.
and then go there. The only thing you can mess up here is if you hit down too early, and then as you saw, ow, it doesn't work. That's basically 3 different things you can do wrong there. And then where it's going to place you right here. Are there any plates here? There's one right here. I'm just trying to see if we can, like... David doesn't seem to care. Again, doing this.
I heard that.
Oh, he's over there this time. Okay. That's different. I wonder if he'll do the same thing. Let's see.
Nice try.
No, but notice how he, like, looks at the plate. I think David is programmed. If you step on a plate, he goes to investigate it. He will look at it the same way every time. So this just showed right here. He's almost always in a different spot every time. Okay, he's over there. But he's gonna look at it the same way.
Trying to be clever.
So that's the backup that I got there. Okay, I've done a lot of talking. Let's just do it one more time and then go. So yeah, that's 3 things that can go wrong and 3 backups for that area. Okay? Let's do it. Let's show it how it should normally go, and then we'll move on to the very final winter part. Final winter part. Oh boy.
Easy to track. How did you do it? That's all right. Nowhere to go.
You don't have to stand up here,
You want out?
because you're going to outpace David here a little bit.
These keys.
To the point where you need to wait at this corner for him to move a little further and then go.
No.
As soon as the camera changes, restart checkpoint.
That was good, kid. It's gonna be all right.
Move left, then up, right away.
You know you
Stab,
keep surprising.
move away from him, and then hit down,
Hello,
now.
Ellie.
and boom. Just like that. Perfect. That was a perfect fight. And if you're lucky, you'll get that like fast-forwarded animation that I got the first time. I don't know what triggers that, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make a file here. And here comes probably my least favorite winter encounter. It's kind of hard to see on whatever screen it is that you're watching on, but use this time to reload your revolver. This is where we're going to use the remainder of our revolver ammo. Okay. That was decent. When you get between these trucks here, even if there's an enemy alive... Hold on. Hold on. There's a checkpoint right there. Restart checkpoint. This part's easy. You know, I'll just go over this part because it's very easy to explain. Literally just sprint the entire way. If Joel gets critically hit by a bullet, he'll still live as long as he didn't take any damage when he first woke up. But yeah, and then you just... I tolerate the tired sprint here. It doesn't really pay to do this. It doesn't really pay to do that. Because then it might mess with their eyes a little bit.
I see him with the barrel.
See that? It's not really worth it. I just let him sprint the entire way. It's weird. I'm starting with this area because it's very easy.
Did you see that?
He's over here! By that barrel!
See that? He gets behind the wall and he still just has a sliver of sprint left. So I don't bother refilling it halfway through. I just let him go the entire way. Now occasionally he'll get shot, but he's okay.
There, man. I saw someone.
So yeah, I put up with the tired sprint there. Okay. Let me show off this first encounter here, because it's very, very difficult. First things first, you want to take out the two enemies up top because they both have rifles. If it hits you, you are dead. So you want to deal with them first. Okay. So you reload your revolver. You can use a shotgun shell here if you want as well. Again, I like to have one leaving here. But it's very difficult to see. There's an enemy up top, to the right. We kill him. We also, look where Joel's standing. He can stand there for a long time and they won't spot him. If you're standing anywhere else, the awareness indicator will fill up, and then they'll eventually spot you. So I like to be here because they will you can take a little bit of time to line up your shot and they will not spot you if you take too long. So I get him, and then I get him. And then I get that guy downstairs, and then another enemy with a pistol hops in as well, so I take him out right after. Then I sprint forward. What happens from this point forward is random. But I usually stop at around here to aim because a guy with a shotgun... There's one enemy with a shotgun. You kill those 4 enemies, they all have guns. There's 3 remaining enemies. 2 of them have melee weapons, 1 of them has a shotgun, which sucks because Joel doesn't have full health. If that enemy had a shotgun right there and he fired it from there, it would probably kill him. Alright, so... yeah, I like to aim there. I don't waste a revolver bullet on a guy with a melee weapon. That's what I have the brick for. But I'm very hesitant approaching here. I'm basically aiming towards the opening, and I'm waiting for the shotgun guy. which was him. And then I like to either throw or brick bash. Again, we don't need any ammo or bricks or something towards the end, but I can't tell you how many times I've tried to use ammo on every enemy, and then I've died to a guy with a melee weapon because I missed a shot or something. When you get close to the truck and you know you've killed... Basically, when I've killed every enemy with a gun, that's when I pull out the brick. Either to do a brick bash or to throw it at them. It's very, very helpful. Doing this area from a restart encounter is close enough to how it would go in a run, but I highly recommend making a load file right here and then going from here. A restart encounter, it changes something. It just makes the area a little more unpredictable. So I have sprint held down the whole time. And then I get here, I kill him, him, and then that's the guy with the shotgun, and then I get the brick out. Go. And then this last enemy is right. He's supposed to be right here. Ow, there he is. Sometimes he's right there. Just kind of prepare if he turns the corner, and then... Good thing about this, watch this. Oh no, I died. Good thing about this area, there's a checkpoint whether or not enemies are alive or not. So I hit the checkpoint, and then I died afterwards. So we're still okay. What else to mention? Yeah, the reason we have to do the restart checkpoint here, you saw, it doesn't necessarily save time. We're leaving this area while enemies are still up and about. If we were to continue forward, these guys would be aggressive right away because there's still enemies around. Okay? So if we restart encounter... Oh, it doesn't matter if you restart encounter here or not. That's weird. The entire encounter begins over there, but you hit this checkpoint, and then even, like, the encounter takes you back there. That's another reason you want to make a file here. Restart encounter doesn't send you back here. But anyway, that performance before was perfect. Okay? This area can still be tricky. I recommend practicing it a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's the guy with the shotgun, or it should be at least. Brick him out of your way. Sometimes this enemy is right here. If he's right there, you can just run a little bit forward. All right, if you restart encounter, again, it places you right here, but I believe the RNG is going to be a little bit different. Let's see. That's the shotgun guy. Is this enemy right here? No, most of the time he's right here. All right, you just got to trust me. But no, that actually played out the way I wanted to. I would say the most difficult part of this strategy, once you kill the first 4 enemies, which one has the shotgun? When you kill an enemy that hops out after the first 4, you almost have to like look and listen to see what he drops, okay? A pipe is easy to hear, but another guy has a piece of wood and another guy has a shotgun. Shotgun is almost always, you know, I did it perfectly the time before. This is, I'll show it off again. It's hard to see. You probably aren't even seeing the guys I shoot up top. Let's see what this one is. No, it was one before that, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect. You can also look down on the ground. It's kind of buried beneath the snow, but... Yeah, and again, it's okay if you don't have the brick when you're leaving here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you kill all 4 enemies quick and consecutive, the last enemy with a shotgun is, he's almost always just right there. You know? It's almost always right there. That's about all I can explain. Sometimes the enemies can get away from you, or the wrong enemy pops out, whatever. The first 4 enemies should be consistent, though. Okay? That's one thing you have control over. If you miss a shot, you're gonna have a bad time. 1, 2, 3, Or, alright, what's gonna happen? That, I'm pretty sure, was the shotgun guy. And that right there is why I brick him once. I can't climb up there. And if this guy is right here, which he should be, and he, like, comes around the corner, you can try and sprint to the checkpoint, or you can, like, throw the brick at him, get him out of your way. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess this area behaves similarly to doing it from the beginning. I think the enemies are a little bit further ahead. So there's 4 enemies dead. This one, yeah, he's the one with the shotgun. And it's hard to miss that shot because you're just aiming for the opening, right? And they take up the entire part of it. And then go. We'll do this a couple more times, but that's about all there is to it. I just have to point out, with regards to the 5th, 6th, and 7th enemies, the shotgun and 2 melee weapon guys, they aren't always the most consistent, okay? One time I had it after I killed the 4th enemy. The 5th enemy that hopped out was a guy with a melee weapon, and then he immediately turned around and hopped back up, and then he turned around and came back out, and then the shotgun guy was stuck inside the thing, and it's just... I recommend practicing this area from a save file, so you can experience everything this area has to throw at you. Alright, that enemy has a melee weapon. That enemy has a shotgun. So I'm just playing it safe. Sometimes there's an enemy right here and you don't know it. If there is, you can't sprint past him. He'll kill you. You have to punch him once. There's that melee weapon guy. There he is. Sometimes he can, yeah. Sometimes he can come through the tunnel. Alright, that attempt was different. What happened? One of the gun guys did like a weird side motion, so I took longer to kill him. And then the shotgun guy, the guy with the melee weapon came out 5th, the guy with the shotgun came out 6th. Yeah, one of those things. The more you practice this area, the more weird things you're going to find about it. Alright? So, okay, even though his sprint is being drained, he has enough to make it to that little light pole. Yeah. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a melee weapon guy. Here's a shotgun guy. Boom. That's the most frequent occurrence you're gonna get. Boom. And then you're good. I'm gonna move on, okay? Just one of those things. Make sure Joel is standing in that one spot. Guy up top right, the guy up top, the 2 enemies with guns down below. Sprint forward, not too far, okay? Because the shotgun guy might be prematurely aggressive, okay? So don't sprint too far. And then, yeah. Yeah. And then you're good. But maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. That's why I like having a brick for the melee weapon guys. Shooting them can be awkward sometimes, but using a brick, either throwing it at them or bashing them over the head with it once, is so convenient. That's why, that's the brick we picked up in Science Lab. That was the last brick we picked up in Science Lab. When we brick the one guy and then we do the weapon swap, picking it up and then sprint through the doorway. Yeah, that's the same brick. So that's why I don't like using it in Science Lab, and I just prefer using it right here. It's so valuable here if the area kind of gets away from you a little bit. Okay, but we already did this once before. We start checkpoint and you just go. I think you can even sprint to the right of this pole right here. This area is... Ow! Don't worry, he's okay. I told you, I told you, he can take a bullet. See? He's fine. I'll even continue to let you know that he's fine. See, that's one thing that can happen there. But he's fine. See that? That's the worst that can happen there. He's not going to get shot consecutively because we're running away from the enemies. But, however, that shot right there is important to show off. You better hope he doesn't take damage in the previous encounter where we were controlling him. That's why it's important right there. Okay, this is a weird strategy.
Where the hell is all this stuff here?
But watch this. Watch how slowly he moves here.
Oh, Christ.
No matter what we do there. But look at that. See, it's not enough to just hold down aim, and it's not enough to hold down sprint. But if you aim, and then with sprint held down and then let go, he does this tiny little hop. See that?
I gotta find her.
So when you're walking through here,
I gotta find her.
you have to keep doing that. Otherwise, you move at this super, super slow speed. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, when you get here.
Oh, Christ.
Until you get right about here, then you gain control of them again. And then as soon as you hit triangle, restart checkpoint, and the door is already being opened.
Holy shit. Really?
Isn't that interesting? I find it interesting. Okay, there's 2 restart checkpoints that we're going to do here. And then we're done. With this part, anyway. You can't do nothing. You have to hold forward. See, just, if you do nothing... Hold on. You have to hold forward, okay? I think she was moving slower than if you didn't. Yeah, hold forward. Okay.
I knew you had heart.
From right here, as soon as the camera goes back to Ellie, there's a checkpoint.
You know, it's okay to give up.
Right there. There's a checkpoint. It skips a line of dialogue. Ain't no shame with it. Now, as soon as you hear David laugh, like this, hold on, right there. As soon as you hear him laugh, restart checkpoint, skip some more lines of dialogue.
Guess not. Just not your style, is it?
So those 2 restart checkpoints, they actually do end up saving quite a bit of time. 3 seconds, I think.
You can try begging.
Fuck you.
You think you know me? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
And then just hit triangle. Skip cutscene. Spring. That will be for the next video. So yeah, that's winter. It's pretty hectic. But surprisingly, there are a lot of things that work that are pretty consistent. With the coal mine fights, with the part right after Callus dies, with the lodge, with Ellie running through the town is pretty consistent. The David fight's probably the most consistent thing. There's even a consistent backup strat that I found there that I didn't know about before today, so sorry if that seemed a little off when I was explaining it. I didn't know about that third stab backup strat until today. I just came up with it, so... yeah, and that last part as Joel was working, but you'll find when you play around with it, there are times it won't work for you. Just, you got a bunch of enemies trying to squeeze through a small space. You know, we were having trouble with that even in Searchlight, you know, so. One of those things, I can explain it, I can show it, but you gotta develop muscle memory and you gotta practice, because the game can throw a lot of curveballs your way. But it's also good to know the core strategies as well. So I hope you learned something. And, yeah. Finally, look forward to the last part when we'll be going over the highway, tunnel, and hospital. Yeah. Any questions, ask below. Me or someone else will answer for you. And, yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.